You do this thing over. Chaos. Let me switch this over. Sorry, just sitting up here. Oh, let me switch to live chat too, just so I can see a little bit easier. Here we go. Hi everyone. Hi, new account. Hi, stranger beans. I heard that right. Can't see this thing here. Hi, Natalie. Pink Pickle. Hi, everyone. Joe Zamora, Shilf Dragons. Hi, got a lot of people here. Hi, everybody. Johnny, Robert, Layla Brock. Yeah, hi. Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of messing around here. I never know, like, how to do these, like, weird, like, crafty, like, channel angles and things. I almost considered doing this, like, in the other room like I normally would, but then I was like, I don't know, because, like, all the, like, stuff is, like, in here, so I was, like, worried if I did it in the other room, I'd just be, like, running back and forth constantly. Let's see, we do have the new lights in here finally. How are you? I'm doing all right. How you doing, Natalie? Yeah, hi, Robin Hood. Hi, Cassie. Hi, Keller's Comments. Hi, everyone. You're so pretty. Oh, thank you. A lot of people in my last live stream said I wear too much makeup, so I was like, today I'm gonna wear even more. That's usually my approach to things. Like, if people like get on my case about something, I'm like, then I'm gonna make it worse. I'm a little like contrarian. I don't know. Get the energy over here. Scooch. So excited. I love your videos. Aw, thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. Oh my gosh, sorry. Loud can. Love your cosplays. Oh, thank you. I like eating kale. Hi, Purple Heart. Hi, Lavender Pearls. The Marys, yeah, the little, the Carl cupcakes. Yeah, although I think the problem with them is, like, they're way too heavy, and I think it, like, kind of messed me up because, like, I was wearing these a couple days ago for the last live stream, and I had a really hard time getting them back in today, and I think it's because my ears do not like how heavy these earrings are, but that's okay. I'm willing to wear them, like, you know, for live streams and stuff, because honestly, I don't think today is going to be a particularly long live stream. The process of making a corset like this, because I think it's going to be pretty similar to, like, how I've made my mangle corset. It's not, like, complicated. It's basically just, like, yanking wires and materials through the corset and gluing things and maybe a little bit of paint just to, like, dirty it up a little, but, like, yeah, it's nothing super complicated. Hey, Andrew. Love the makeup too. Thank you, Johnny. Sick but getting better. Same. Hope you're feeling better soon. Whether no make yourself ready. Oh, thank you, Robert. Yeah, I mean, that's the funny thing about it is I always start my get ready with me streams with no makeup on at all. So it's like when I do looks like this, it's like it's clearly intentional. Like, I don't know, sometimes I see like trolls come in acting like, oh, you're somebody who like won't go on live stream unless you have a full face of like clown makeup. And I'm like, no, I go on stream without makeup all the time. I just do this for fun. Hi, Meb. So pretty. Oh, thank you, just random person. Thank you, Renity. So excited. Yeah, I've been really wanting to do the Shattered Chica. I'm like hyped too. I think people are already kind of like over it with my regular Chica videos. Like, I shared one today on TikTok and it's like such a massive flop. I was like, oh my gosh, like it only took like 5 days and people are already bored of this cosplay, so time to change it up. Let's get the Shattered version going. I mean, at the end of the day, I am kind of like basically a horror cosplayer, so I suppose that makes sense that people would prefer that from me, but still, I was like, oh my god. So yeah, speaking of which, I was working on the Shattered Chica mask. So, you know, in the last live stream, I got started on this, and then I I think it's done. I'm not entirely positive yet, but here's what I at least wound up with as far as by the end of yesterday went. So yeah, it's as you can see, it's pretty messed up looking. It's I had it like leaking rhinestones and stuff, and it's like intentionally crooked. I don't know yet if I'm gonna keep the eyelashes. I put them on there just to like add a bit of that like more crooked vibe, but you know, I don't know yet how it's gonna look unless I try it with the makeup and everything. Like I'll probably take off Chica's lashes first, you know, and then put this on when I like swap between regular Glam Rock and Shattered Chica. Um, nah. But yeah, this is what we ended up with. So I don't know. It's possible it might still need a little bit more work depending on how it looks with makeup. But yeah, I just haven't had like a chance to actually try it yet. So it's kind of funny though when you see it like compared to the like normal one. Like this one's like it's like, oh, so nice and pretty, and then this one it's like, oh God, like what a nightmare. So that's where we ended up at least. Also, fun fact about these lashes. The black part of the lashes are just leftovers from the last lash bases I used for Ballora, and then the pink lashes are actually stolen from Mangle, so got kind of a weird little combo of things happening here, but yeah, so I don't know. We'll have to see how it is with like the makeup and stuff later, but hopefully it'll be like pretty spooky. I don't know. I think it's gonna be unsettling, and that's really the goal. So yeah, that's where I ended up with that. And honestly, I think like the like mask, the Shattered Chica mask, and the corset would be all I would do as far as switching from regular Glamrock Chica to Shattered Chica. Like it would be similar to how I do the Roxy cosplay. So like I would do like I'm thinking like I might do I know it's kind of boring because we just did one, but I was thinking about doing another Glamrock Chica Get Ready With Me on Sunday. Um, and then I'd film some content after that stream, you know, that's a little bit more geared towards like horror, you know, like Shattered Chica content. And then, you know, once I'm done filming that part, all I would do, I think, is just like swap the mask, swap the corset, obviously change up the makeup and everything, and then like that would be the shattered version. I'm not gonna like change the entire costume or anything because like I don't know, I just think it would be a little redundant at that point. There's things I could do, but you know, like maybe I'll like I don't know, make some stuff look a little off kilter or something just to make it a little more, you know. But yeah, so essentially, like if we can make the corset thing work today, like I mean that would be it. Like we would have Shattered Chica is what I'm trying to say in a long-winded way as usual. Um, Hi, that one girl. It's your favorite cosplay you've ever done? My favorite's Mangle. I'm actually kind of like hoping making the corset today will be kind of fun because I think it's gonna like bring back memories of making Mangle. Makeup is amazing. Oh, thank you, Queen Slay. Where can I get good cosplay things at? It really depends. I mean, I do a lot of thrift store stuff. Like I get a lot of things at Goodwill and stuff. Um, a lot of stuff is just repurposed household items. Like I'm always saving like every cardboard box I ever receive to use for things. You can, you know, obviously get stuff online pretty easily, like Amazon. I know they're evil. I know, like, I realize they're destroying the world, but sometimes if you just super fast, like, need something for a cosplay, Amazon is a great pick. I don't use things like Temu and stuff, though. I think that's why I get kind of annoyed when, like, God, especially my Ballora cosplay, I'm constantly getting comments being like, it's Temu Ballora. I don't know why my Ballora cosplay keeps getting hit with that, but it just annoys me because I've literally never purchased anything from Temu in my entire life, and I don't plan to, but whatever. Just join. Yeah, welcome on Andre Eaton. Yeah, welcome. Rocks on your cheeks is giving you eczema. They probably will. Yeah, my skin's been horrible lately. Ever since I got sick, there's like something wrong with my skin. I don't know what it is, and I'm kind of sad that it's probably not going to clear up in time for C2E2. But yeah, I'm assuming that the glue that I'm wearing under those rhinestones is probably going to like destroy my face. But like, is it really going to destroy my face more than anything else I do? Like with cosplay makeup and stuff? Like I'm kind of screwed no matter what, so might as well like have fun with it. Have fun with your eczema. Everybody does so much. I watch them every day. Oh, thank you, Johnny. I'm so happy to hear that. Like earrings. Thank you, thank you. And I was like, no, we haven't even been here like 10 minutes. You're right on time. We're literally just chatting. All I was doing was like just showing off how the Shattered Chica cosplay mask turned out. So yeah, I'm excited to try this because like I think like it's hard to tell how the mask looks right now because like it's such a actually small part of the face when you think about it. Like really like the bulk of it's gonna be like, how does this look with like just black, like just like a void. Like that'll be the true sign. And I do want to use like some LEDs with it. I actually was changing out the batteries on the LEDs that I use for Roxy, like around her eyes, which is a horrible process because those things are so fragile that usually in trying to change the batteries, you actually just break them completely. I did break one of the purple ones, so I only have one set of purple left, but that's okay because we actually don't need the purple ones for Chica. I believe I have 2 sets of white ones. One of them, though, even with the battery change, is still a little dim, so I think that one is dying, but they're not expensive, so just in general, it's fine. But yeah, I'm thinking like black void face, and like maybe just like a couple like, you know, like LEDs where like the beak had been sitting just to kind of like replicate like the interiors a little of the animatronic. Um, so yeah, that's why like I'm hoping like I feel bad like I don't usually like to do 2 Sundays in a row of the same cosplay with a get ready with me, but that's kind of what I was thinking was like I'll do Glamrock Chica again on Sunday, and, you know, especially like for those who missed the first one. Um, and then like yeah, that way like I can make Shattered Chica videos as well on Sunday and finally try it all out. And that'll be good because, you know, I can't stream the following Sunday because I'm at C2E2. So I just, like, I'd really like to have some, like, Shattered Chica videos before I, you know, get stuck at the convention for, like, days. So those you gotta buy from... Sometimes you just have to steal the live stream from the planet. What can you do? Gotta just, you know, see, you don't know, but like all these little stones I use are actually materia. Yeah, just been sucking the life out of the planet. One makeup look at a time. So, love the stars on your fit. Yeah, if you hadn't noticed, I really like stars. Yeah, I've been told I look really out of date, which is very funny because like I am super old. So like things that I do tend to look out of date because it's just like I got attached to stars as part of fashion like 10 years ago and then I just like never let it go. So yeah, when people are like, you're giving like out of date Y2K energy, I'm just like, I mean, sure. Like, yeah, I don't care. I am what I am, you know, who cares? So anywho, I guess we can kind of get started here. I don't like honestly super have a game plan here. Like for this kind of thing, you just kind of just have to wing it. I hate to say it. So I can't really guarantee that we're gonna like end the stream today with the corset finished because it's like possible some of this just won't like work out. I really don't know. And there might be like some gluing and drying paints involved too. So like, you know, but the basic idea here at least, is, you know, I have two corsets. This is the second one that I obviously didn't use for the regular Glamrock Chica. This one, it's the reason I actually ended up with 2 is because this was the first one and it's way too big. And then, you know, I ordered the second one and for some reason that one was pretty much the same size. I'm still confused by that. They're like this different. I'm telling you, clothing sizes are the biggest bunch of BS. Like, I think they just make it up on the spot. But it's actually good that this one is too big because, I mean, you know, we're going to, like, essentially stuff it full of things. I mean, this is Glamrock Chica we're talking about here. So I'm not going to do anything about the size of it until we're totally finished because it's actually good to have too much extra space in here. But yeah, essentially, like, the idea would be how do we take this and just make it disgusting? That's the plan. And I have like just a ton of stuff like that we can use. I know I was showing this off in the last live stream. Like I had, oh, did you come to inspect the situation here? Hi. Somebody's curious about what's going on. Hi, Sid. I should have known working on the floor that it would attract some feline attention. Are you inspecting everything, Sid? Hey, Sid, I got like a box of things that cats love. What do you think? Want to like mess with some of this? You can. The more mangled, the better. This is a rare case where if the cat like destroys your stuff, it's actually like a good thing. Like, go for it. Like, mess it up. We're talking about Shattered Chica here, so have fun. Let's see if he wanders back. What are you doing? He looks a little bewildered. He's like doing that thing where like cats stand there and their tail just goes like this. Because they like don't know what to make of the situation. Well, whatever. I'll just leave you to your exploration. Let's carry on here. But yeah, you know, I call my style junkyard cosplay. And part of the reason for that is because I just don't throw out anything. Every cosplay that I make, I end up gathering up all this stuff, and anything that doesn't get used is just preserved for whatever it needs to be used for at some point, who knows. And because of that, I just have boxes and boxes of things. So this, for example, this weird material, this was actually from my roommate. He used this for Halloween as like, I think it was supposed to be like a melty, fleshy skin kind of thing. I get melted cheese from it, which is perfect. I know it's more ruined Chica than Shattered Chica, but I think we can kind of combine elements of the two. Hello, mister. He just is like wandering around. Whatever you want to do, Sid. Oh, I see Glenn is just sitting right out there too. Glenn, you can come in too. You don't have to like sit in the doorway. He's just guarding the room, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, we have two cats here for those who don't know. So that was cat 1 that you just saw pacing around, but cat number 2 was over there. But yeah, so apparently what this actually is, by the way, is this is actually meant for like floral arrangements. I think it's supposed to like wrap like bouquets. Hi, cats. If you can see them here. There's Sid over there. Glenn's over here too. Glenny, come here. No, don't leave. Dang it. I tried to get Glenn on screen and he walked like right here and then he turned around and left. Sid, I'm not letting you in there. There's a bathroom door over here that's closed and he always wants to go in there and I refuse to let him because every time that I've ever let him in there, he shoves himself behind the toilet and won't come out. I'm not even joking. He just wedges himself back there for no reason and then you can't remove him. Okay, I think both cats have left now. They'll probably be back. So yeah, as a junkyard cosplayer, I collect a lot of stuff, so I can kind of show y'all like what we've got to work with here. And that's the thing is like, if you're like, well, what materials are you going to use? I don't know. We just got boxes of stuff, so let's see. I feel like this box here is probably going to be one of the more useful ones today. Because this is just stuff, literally. Look like a freak, no disrespect. Thank you. I'm a horror cosplayer, so I appreciate that. Are you gonna make the endo parts for your cosplay? Well, that's what we're gonna kind of figure out today a little bit. Sort of, you know, this is gonna be like a let's see what happens kind of thing here. Just gonna put wires and stuff in the corset, essentially. Like, this is not gonna be a very complicated thing that we're gonna be doing here. Sorry, this thing is just always at risk of tipping over because it's like very, like it's not weighted well. It's one of those like gooseneck ones. Also, I hope this is like enough light. This is the first time we've had the overhead light in here. Before I was just using a ring light, but there is like a ring light and an extra lamp I could use. If y'all don't like the lighting, like let me know and I can actually increase some of the lighting in here. This is like the first time I'm like trying to find out. I don't know what Sid's so upset about. He's probably just mad that I didn't let him in the bathroom. Anyway, yeah, we've just got piles of stuff here, and I have no clue what we're gonna end up using. Like, it can be anything. I mean, that's kind of the fun of it, is like, it doesn't matter what we use, because it's all fair game. Yeah, we've got lots of wires. I know I've said before that I'm sure the day is coming in which I will be doing, like, an Ennard cosplay or something. Have I missed anything? No, we're just getting started here. Yeah, scrapyard, like, literally. I both said it. Looks like Ennard in the box. Yeah, exactly right. Like, that's the thing. It's like, I just feel like I'm destined to cosplay Ennard at some point. So dramatic. Hi, Tommy Fandoms. Oh, you shared the stream, Glamrock? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Chat keeps switching to top chat. Mine does that sometimes too, and I have no idea why, and it's so annoying. And then I feel bad because then sometimes I end up like missing a bunch of the chat because I don't know that it switched. Like, if that ever happens, y'all, where like it seems like I'm reading stuff that you're like, I swear I said that 10 minutes ago, that's probably what happened, is that like the top chat thing switched and I didn't notice it. It's really annoying. It hasn't happened for me in a while, but it used to happen a lot, actually. So yeah, we've just got like a bunch of like wires here. Foam thing. I don't know what this is. I found this at Goodwill in like the electronics section. I feel like it was meant for like a hose or something, like to plug something into a thing. Like, it's like a valve. Like, I don't know. I've had this for like 2 years and I keep waiting for the day that I finally figure out what to do with it. Let's see, stuff like this. Like, we got a lot leftover like Spampton Neo things. That's a whole ass corset. Yeah, I literally don't even know what any of this is. Oh gosh, I think this is more wires. It is indeed more wires. Oh my god. What is this? I think they cut this off of the Bolero skirt. Ooh. Ooh, this could be useful. Not for this today, I just mean in the future for other things. Yeah. Free stretchy materials. Sparkly materials. That's kind of nice. It's like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like kind of holographic. That's kind of cool. Ribbons and things. Hey, an extra remote. I could always use one of those. Why do I have so much green ribbon? What was that for? It's like a foam brick. It feels really nice. It's really fun to play with. They also need cable. Oh, that's where those went. Huh. Hey, duct tape. I didn't know I had more duct tape. Set that aside. So yeah, so that's some stuff we can use. I also have this box here. This is like the really weird box, because some of this is like from cosplays past. Like, not even joking. These were Undyne's hands, I think like 6 years ago. I don't know why I still have them. They're just here still. This is left over from Roxy. Motors from Ballora. Mew hair. Belt pulley tracks. That could be useful. Hey, look, another circus baby propeller. All kinds of things in here. Aw, well, yeah, one of the old eye patches that I had for Undyne. I don't use this one anymore, but once upon a time. More of these for like circus baby. Glove? Oh, I think it's like an extra mangle glove. The old glasses for Tsumugi. I don't use these with her anymore, but I still have them. I believe these are oxygen tubes. That could be useful. I got more of them over here. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. So these are the lights that I use with like Circus Baby and stuff. I found out these got recalled. Oops. Still gonna use them though. Look, endo teeth. Hey Glenn. Hey Glenn, look, endo teeth. Oh, speaking of which, I had like an epiphany about Springtrap. Okay. You want to investigate the box? Look at all this stuff. Do you want to like stick your face in all... You found something to play with. Is that a zip tie? You like zip ties? You can have a zip tie. Just don't eat it. Glenn, you want it? I don't know if you can hear him. He loves that thing. Yeah, he's like swatting around. You like zip ties? Okay. You can have it. I don't need it. He really likes zip ties. It's yours. It's your new cat toy. Have fun. Sorry, so there's a whole bunch of people just showed up. Hi, Ellen. Hi, Tommy. Hi, Tori. Good to see you again. Yeah, you too. It's just like my cat. Yeah, Glenn is just like a big old like floof of a void of floof. Cats are gonna cat, exactly. So oh wow, look at all these spare claws for Roxy. RIP from old builds of the Ballora wig that did not work out. Hey, leftover cable sleeves. Hey, Glenn. I wish y'all could have seen his face. He was like, hi, Glenny. You want to join us? Oh, you got your tail right in the camera. Got your tail right in the camera. Oh my goodness, he's so fluffy. Oh, yes. He likes the butt bongos. Hi. You're just gonna stand here like blocking the view with your tail? I mean, you can. I'm not gonna stop you. No, don't step on the laptop. Do not swat the Chica masks. I swear to God, don't. He was sniffing at the mask. Do not touch the mask. Oh, good point, Glenn. Glenn was just sniffing at, I have some holographic ribbon. That could be useful. Ooh, that would look fun. It would look like confetti, just like, bleh, like right out of Chica. Good sleuthing, Glenn. I want to use that. Thank you. I love when cats do this. They're just like touring everything. Like nothing can be unsniffed. They must smell every single thing on the floor. Yeah. You satisfied? Cats are so weird. Oh, my mom's here. Hi, Mom. Welcome to the stream. You're once again just in time for Glenn. He's in here playing with a zip tie at the moment. I think it's now his new favorite thing. Can you hear him? Yeah. He's so silly. Now he's chewing on it. He really likes that zip tie. It's yours, Glenn. Have fun. It's all yours. So yeah, if you hear random noises in the background, it's probably him with the zip tie. So anyway, you can't be bored with it already. You've had that zip tie for 5. No, he's back to it. You never know with cats, right? They get bored of things in 2 seconds. Well, anyway, he's roaming around. Let's carry on here. So yeah, so I just have like boxes of stuff here. Any of this can be used, and that's kind of the fun of it. I think the best way to tackle this is to add all the stuff now, and then if I want to like dirty any of it up with like, I don't know, like some like maybe some silver or black paint, you know, just something kind of nasty, we would do that like at the very end because you want to get that stuff on like everything, you know. So yeah, I think the first thing I want to do though is I actually want to like loosen this because I want stuff coming out of here. You know what I mean? Like I want like we can pull stuff through these little holes, but we can also have stuff just like coming through here. So yeah, I'm gonna like just loosen this up a little. And I can always just like resize it with safety pins later, so it doesn't really matter like how big it ends up being. We want extra space. Brian says, yeah, you know, actually, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to add any sparkle to this or not. Like, I did use sparkle, obviously, with the mask. Like, I'm kind of did like a weeping, like, sort of thing. And I used like some extra, like, sparkle in a few places just to like, to me, it always like simulates like the lights on the inside of, like an animatronic. But I haven't decided yet if I want this corset to have like any of that. The regular Glamrock Chica corset I did bedazzle, so I might end up like putting some of that on this one just to like mimic the original one but busted. I don't know. I think it's a case where I just kind of have to see how this all looks at the end and then we'll decide what to do. Okay. Just loosen this up. Oh yeah, I was just saying about Springtrap. I know I was talking about this in the last live stream, how like I haven't done a Springtrap cosplay in part because I never knew like what perspective I could bring to it. You know, like that's always kind of been my thing is like when I do cosplays, a lot of times I'm doing cosplays of things that have kind of been around a while. I'm not like, let's face it, I'm not very trendy. It is what it is. Like this is why I'll never have good views because I'm not trendy. But I'd never been sure what to do with Springtrap because I was like, there's so many of them. There's a million Springtrap cosplays out there and they're all amazing. Some of them are so amazing that it's like kind of like you're really intimidating where you're like, oh, I don't see how anyone could ever top that. So I was like, I don't know what perspective I could bring that would be different. Like, where do I go with something like that? And then yesterday I was like walking to the grocery store and I don't know, like all of a sudden, like I just like stopped at an intersection, was like, and like I suddenly like realized exactly what I would do. And I was like, oh, so I'm not saying like, let's go, we're doing Springtrap. Like, I need to like think about this and stuff. Like, I need to sketch a few things, think on a few things. But that was like the first time where like I suddenly had like a vision and was like, yeah, that's what I would do. That's the Springtrap that would be like my version of the Springtrap cosplay. So anyway, that was kind of exciting and just completely came out of nowhere. Like nothing like triggered that thought for me. It just was, I don't know, I was just walking and then was like, sometimes it just be like that, you know? Gems, but look like it's dripping. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna end up being something like that. Like, depending on how the rest of this all factors in, I think like because I did the dripping stones on the mask, having some like dripping stones on the corset to kind of match that vibe might work out. Jackie cosplay. I have thought about doing a Jackie cosplay. Don't get spring locked. I got spring locked a few times working on Ballora, I'll tell you. I had some wounds. I think that's one of the reasons I've been hesitant of like, because I know I keep saying I'm gonna make like making of videos on how I did that cosplay because I have so much footage, but in a lot of the footage, my hands are very visibly like badly wounded, and I think I'm like a little like, do I really want to show that? Like the process of making Ballora was so terrible that it keeps like making me hesitant to like put those videos together because I'm like, this is gonna look so bad. Anyway, so I think the first thing I just want to figure out is like what to even do with this. Because I have no game plan here at all. But my roommate said I can just use whatever I want with this. Like he's not going to use this stuff again, so he's like, I think we even have more of it than just this. So we can play around with it. It doesn't matter if I like waste some of it because no one's using it. I just have to decide like what's the best way to mess around with this. The nice thing about doing something like this though is like it's okay if it looks bad. It's kind of supposed to. So if we like mess around like and things look kind of goofy, like we could even just make it goofier. Like who cares? It's not meant to be like nice looking. So let's see. I'm thinking like I want some of this to just be like coming through, you know, in a way. Although, you know, that, you know, having it like as a, because you know what, actually I hadn't thought about that. There does have to be something behind this because otherwise it's just white from the shirt, which is stupid looking. Like that's not very creepy. Okay, wait, in that case, where was that one corset? There was a spare corset here. Yeah, this one. I don't even know what this is for. I think this might be the one I intended for Puppet originally. And then it was like way too big and I couldn't get it to work. And then I just stole Muaruma's corset Puppet. This is the one I actually wanted. Because I could probably just like chop some of this off to make like a base. That would make gluing things a lot easier. See, with Mangle, I didn't have this part open. That's why, like, it didn't occur to me, because, like, this is a little different from what I did with Mangle. With Mangle, I basically just wired the corset up and then made it, like, dirty. This one's a little more complicated. Or at least it'll be more fun if it's more complicated. It doesn't have to be, but, like, why not, you know? So in that case, let me just, I'm gonna, like, loosen this as much as possible for the moment. Oops. Or I can just untie it. I know I could also just like, yeah, like separate this completely, but I kind of want to be able to see though, like what it looks like while I'm working on it. Hey, Dory. Just finished editing some videos. Nice. I guess I'm gonna paint it black or gray to look like holes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up doing some paint because that's what I did with Mangle. Is like with Mangle I mixed together some like metallic silver paint and some black paint and just kind of like just made it like filthier. Admittedly, a lot of that stuff has faded off over the years. I intentionally did not do anything to like seal it because I like wanted it to like fade out and get kind of nasty looking. But now that it's been like 2.5 years, I think most of that paint is just like gone. So I should probably just like with all the upgrades I've done with Mangle, I should probably also repaint some of that stuff. 2.5 years, you know, it's a lot of time to pass. That cursed spider looking stuff. I know, right? This stuff is like giving such like, it's crazy to me that this is meant for like pretty bouquets because to me it gives like spider web of nightmares. So, hi Jean-Pierre. Let's see. Is there enough fabric here that I can use it as a base? I know it seems sad like cutting up a corset, but I'm not using it for anything else. Like it doesn't work as a corset for me. It's too big and it's just been sitting around for months. So that's kind of how I approach junkyard cosplay though. Everything is just fair game for anything else. Like I just gather stuff and then that stuff just gets repurposed in whatever way it needs to be repurposed. It doesn't matter. But yeah, this course, it's a little short is the only thing, but I think I can make it work. Possibly. I might have to just cut it and then find out. In that case, let me grab a pair of scissors. We're definitely going to need those. Whee! It's like a landmine of stuff around here. There's things everywhere. Also, this is the ribbon I was talking about that Glenn was sniffing at. I feel like this would be really cool too. Because I do kind of like the dark humor of having it look like there's like confetti exploding out of Chica. Those of you who saw the shorts video I shared right before I went live, obviously I like dark humor. I don't think anyone else does. TikTok like hated that video. But I don't know, I am what I am. I'm not going to change, I guess. So anyway, I think sometimes I'm just a little too dark. All right, let me cut off this thing. You don't want me to ruin this one, it's too pretty. It is nice and shiny, isn't it? You know, I could also you know what I could use? If y'all don't want me to ruin this thing, which I can understand. I do have something else I can use. Hold on. I just remembered something. It's over here, I think. Yeah, I could use this probably. Kind of stretchy too. Okay, yeah. So the pink armbands around my Glamrock Chica, like the like forearm bands, I actually got those from like I chopped pink elastic off this old pair of shorts. And so now I just have all this fabric and like obviously these are not usable anymore because I've chopped chunks out of it. So we could just use this. I mean, it's not going anywhere. I haven't done nothing with it. Glenn mentioned, yeah, actually, if you go back to the beginning of the stream, the cats were wandering around a bit. They have since left, but I assume that they will return eventually. How can they resist this wonderland in here at the moment? Okay, so I'm just like cutting this so that we actually can like see how much we have to work with. But that's a nice thing about doing like a horror cosplay like this. Like, we don't have to cut anything nice and neat. Like, the messier the better, so who cares what happens? Yeah, I mean, this stuff, it's a little thick, but I think that'll be okay. Let's see here. So yeah, we can just like put some black fabric back here as like a base. I just want to make sure that I keep it loose enough though that I can still pull stuff through here. In fact, maybe it would be easier if we'll like set this aside for the moment. Let's like pull some wires and stuff through here because those don't need to be glued or anything. You can just, they just free float, you know? And then, yeah, we can kind of deal with the behind area after that. Like, if I've ruined you, Andrew, I'm so sorry. This is my fault. It's like emo. Okay, so as far as like wires go, I think we have some red and some black. These are really thin. There's some like thicker ones left over. I also have a lot of like, I don't know if we're gonna really use these today, but like for the future, like I have tons of like screws and bolts and things in here, which I have used with other cosplays. I don't know if this one is really a good pick for that. They're so tiny. I just don't think they'll even be visible as details. Let's see. And then yeah, there's like the black and red wires here. These ones, these are like loose, like spaghetti ones. And then the ones over here are like the kind you can actually like bend into positions. So these kind of have different purposes. And then yeah, we've got stuff like the weird holographic stuff, the confetti stuff. Yeah. I do think I want to use some of the oxygen tubes too. Those originally mostly got used up with Spamton Neo, but I don't think he needs them no more. He's got plenty. So yeah, we should just start like just randomly just pulling stuff through here, through the holes, through the inside. It really doesn't even matter. And like, this is like literally how I did it with my ankle, by the way. So let's see, like a thicker wire like this. Let's see. Technically, this is the top. It's going to tie at the top. So, yeah, I'm not doing this with any plan at all. this is just totally random, like, because we can also just pull stuff back out again if we don't like it. So, like, whatever, you know? Actually, you know what? I think I want a thicker one like this closer to the bottom. Like here. But don't worry, we will glue some of this stuff. Like, I'm not going to trust, like, all of this to survive. But some of it just doesn't need it. And I actually like to use Gorilla Glue for this kind of thing. This stuff, the reason being, this stuff actually dries horribly. Like if you use like I have like a different kind of glue that I use for like rhinestoning because it dries crystal clear. Like you basically can't see it anymore. This stuff will dry like silver and like plasticky and weird looking, but for something like this that's actually good because we want like messy and gross. So like this stuff, I have intentionally let this stuff like drip with the endo head for mangle. Like when I re-glue like teeth and things and rhinestones, I intentionally let it like be too much because it leaves like a trail of gross behind. So yeah, I intentionally misuse Gorilla Glue. So yeah, let's like yank this through here. Just kind of like let that free fall for now. Also, I'm gonna move the laptop closer so I can see the chat a little easier. It's a little far away from me right now. Thank you so much for the jewels, Tommy. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. FNAF character was Cruise Fries, yeah. Hi, Sillies. Sillies win. No Shattered Chica, and I think the wires of the weird spiderweb fabric should go on the chest. Yeah, that's where I've been a little torn is like if we should be doing more than just the corset. The only thing is like I kind of like with the corset that like since Chica's thing is like she eats too much. There's like no nice way to put it really. She stuffs herself. Like I like the idea of like, you know, because the corset's here, so it's like exploding out. Like I know that's dark, but that's kind of like where my mind frame was at with it. Grim, I know, but yeah. But yeah, like I could do some stuff with the chest. I just haven't really. I don't really want to like ruin the Shattered Chica or the Glamrock Chica cosplay that I already have, so I'm gonna be like a little cautious about some of that stuff. We shall see. Also, I have no idea like where the beginning and end of these wires are, so I might have to just like chop them at random because like I have absolutely no clue. Yeah, I'm just gonna like literally just cut pieces out of this because I couldn't even begin to guess where like the start and finish is. Also, there's like Undyne wig hair still stuck in here. Ew. Oh my god. Yeah, the way I do cosplays is a mess. That's why sometimes I feel bad when like people come to me for advice on making cosplays. I'm like, are you sure that you want to do things the way I do things? Are you sure? Because the way I do things is kind of a disaster with no rhyme or reason to it. I'm not a professional. I'm a professional disaster. So yeah, I'm just gonna like pull some of these wires through just completely at random. Does not matter how they end up or how they settle. It's just supposed to look bad, basically. But I do like to have like some, you know, dangling. Like the more like it hangs, the better. Because that just like, especially the way that they sway when you move, you know, it adds more to the horror factor. Now, another thing that I like to do with some of these, if anyone wants like a wire tip here, I suppose, I can only do this with certain wires if they're thick enough, and I don't know if I really have too many examples of it today. I might do this closer to the end, though, but sometimes I will actually chop off the, like, whatever this covering is, you know, on these, like, copper wires. It's like a plastic covering. I'll chop off, like, the ends a bit, and I, like, take all the copper wires in there and, like, feather them out to make things look like more like someone like cut the wires, you know? But it only works if these are like thick enough to pull it off. So I'm hoping I find more thick ones like this because all the ones in here are pretty thin. And I'm wondering like where the other ones went, but it's possible that they all just got stolen by like Spammed and Neo and stuff, so. Or Mangle. They took all the good wires. But yeah, if I manage to find several, well, actually, and Circus Baby. Circus Baby has more wires than you might realize, like in her hair and stuff. But yeah, if I find more thick ones like this, actually, you know what? I know who stole them. It was Ballora. The way I like wired up her wrists and everything, I took all the like the good thick wires for her. Man, Ballora, girl, you have been frustrating. But yeah, if I find more like that, I'm gonna chop the ends off of them. Okay, so I don't want to do too much red because it doesn't show up that well, but we're gonna do a little bit of it just because I think red more so than other colors just evokes like robot interiors, like just blah, you know? It's like a danger color. So yeah, we're just gonna like totally stick these through at random. And we can like shift these around later too. Let's see, here's what we've got. I love the way they move in videos and stuff. That's why like I'm letting a lot of it just hang. I like that like aesthetic of just like bleh. So yeah, we've got a little bit of black, a little bit of red. I do want to use some of the red where I can bend it because these are extra fun. So yeah, these kinds here, you can like, you know what I mean? Like they don't just hang. They like, these are the kinds that I use for like with Circus Baby's wig, for example, where I curl them up, you know? So I do want a little bit of that, but these are harder to work with. So not like too much, just like a bit of that. But I think it'll be fun to have a few like curly wires. Snap stories, dark and general killing. Right? 2 seconds ago, I was talking about working out a Springtrap cosplay, so I guess I really don't have room to, like, say, "Oh, man, things are too dark." Like, it doesn't really get much darker in the world of horror than Springtrap, so I love when people are like, "FNAF's for kids," and I'm like, "Is it? Are you sure?" Maybe some of it, but I don't know. I feel like when I was really little, Springtrap might have given me nightmares. Like, when I was, like, really little. Yeah. That kind of body horror was not for me when I was a kid. I grew up to love it. Now I love body horror more than like anything in the world. It's like my favorite thing ever. But as a little kid, I would not have been here for Springtrap. I would have been like hiding in a bathroom about it or something, being a little baby about it. I wonder if that's why I grew up to like it. Isn't that like a thing where sometimes you grow up to like the things you hated as a kid or something? I don't know. There's some kind of psychology to it, but I have absolutely no idea. I'm just here to make funny costumes. Undyne is haunting the narrative. Yeah, seriously. Have I shown you all the new wig, actually, for Undyne? It's huge. I don't know if I can bring it over here. It's like... It might actually be too big. I can't believe I'm saying that. I think it might be too big. I didn't think it was possible. I don't know. Because I want to take it to C2E2, so I only have like a few days here to fix it if it is too big. I'm staring at it right now. That's why I'm like, I'm eyeballing it. I'm just like, you... It's so massive. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe at the end I'll like show it. It's just, it's like I can barely wear it. It's so heavy. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've gone too far in a few places. I took things too far. Because the thing is, if I bring it to C2E2, like I was thinking of bringing it on Sunday, and in that case, I would be stuck in that wig for like 8 or 9 hours or something. I don't know if I can. I don't know. Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm trying to decide who to bring to C2E2. Like, I want to bring Glamrock Chica. I think I'm going to bring Undyne. Who is the third? I don't know. Because last year for C2E2, I did, by the way, I curl these wires around my finger. That's how I get them, like, extra curly. Last year I did, see? Now it's got that, like, spring to it. Yeah, I did, Boozette, I think was day 1. Circus Baby was day 2, and Junko was day 3, or no, maybe it was Junko was first, and then, but yeah, it was Boozette and Junko and Circus Baby, and so Circus Baby like tends to be the one I fall back on because she's like the easiest to deal with in the artist alley as far as my FNAF cosplays go, but the problem is like I'm worried I've overdone it now because not only was she already at C2E2 last year, but like the last convention that I did was in December. It was the World Oddities Expo, and actually I kind of like how that settled. I like this little loop it made here. For that one, I did Circus Baby and Noelle, oddly enough. I did Dark World Noelle. So I don't know. The problem is I am somewhat limited in my options for what I can do in the artist alley. There's not a lot of space. It's all day at a table, and I have to be able to do a lot like with my hands and interact with people. Like there's certain cosplays like I just can't do. Like Mangle, for example, it's not possible. Like frankly, I actually don't think Mangle could fit back there. Like you have these like little narrow slots where you can like kind of squeeze through tables to get like behind them. I don't even think Mangle's skirt would fit back there. So yeah, I'm limited. I'm limited on options. So sorry, I want some of the holographic stuff next. Yeah, I don't know. I was debating who my third would be. I mean, Junko was always an option. Like Junko was last year as well. The only thing with her is like that wig is out of control. You want to talk about a wig that's too big. Oh my gosh, Junko. But also like, yeah, it's a case of like, I already brought her last year, so I don't know. So yeah, but I only have a few days here to like figure it out. So I gotta make some decisions here. Like, yeah, Glam Rock Chica, probably for Saturday, I'm thinking. Undyne probably would be Sunday, because that's a shorter day, which means less time wearing the teeth and stuff. But who do I bring on? Who do I bring on Friday? I don't know. I thought about Mew, now that I've updated the Mew Aruma cosplay. The only problem with Mew, and this is no offense to her, it's just reality, she's not super recognizable. And C2E2 is not an anime convention, it's a Comic-Con. So I do feel like there's like a chance that a lot of people at the show just like wouldn't even know who she is. Whereas like Junko is like pretty iconic, like everyone recognizes her. So I don't know. It might end up just being Junko, as boring as that sounds for day one. But yeah, my options are kind of limited. And I would just feel bad taking Circus Baby to like every show ever. Like people are probably tired of it. I think I've taken Circus Baby to the Artist Alley at like 3 or 4 different conventions now. So I don't know. I'm not opposed to it. I feel like it might be a little overplayed at this point. Hey, Dolly Choo, you made it. Welcome, welcome. Watching you download cosplays years ago in those download cosplay videos. Oh, was I actually in some of the compilation videos? I didn't even know that. That's funny. I never expect myself to be in any of those videos because I'm like, I've never been like in the top percentages of any fandom's cosplays, not even FNAF, if we're being honest here. So I'm always surprised when people are like, oh, I saw one of your cosplays at a compilation video. And I'm like, really? Me? That's crazy. Tug this through. I don't like the way that looks. That looks weird. It's like there's something kind of gross about this, but I guess that's good because it's Shattered Chica. So it's embarrassing. No, not at all. This is like a very like basic kind of stream too. Like I feel like this is a very chill one. Just making a corset look gross. That's basically it. Pull this through. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. I don't know, the way it was like pulled through before just looked like weird. I have to be like a little more careful with the holographic one because it's so flashy. Actually, I think with this one I'm gonna also like loop this behind some of these as well. Yeah. If you couldn't tell, like I'm trying to do a lot of variety. Like with each one of these, I'm trying to do something a little different from the last one, because that'll like add to the like chaos of it, which is really what we want. Like, we want this to look very explosive. Back, how's the corset going? Well, let's see. It's getting kind of gnarly, which is good. That's what we want. I feel the back of it's like, ah. So why is so much of this over here? I want this to be like, you know, I'm gonna pull this one through. I want this in the front. But yeah, it's fun to make horror cosplays like this because like the nastier the better, and I just enjoy the chaos of it. Don't be humble, you got amazing cosplays. Oh, thank you, Tori. I try my best. I don't know. I could tell TikTok is already like over it with my Chica cosplay. I was like, come on, it hasn't even been a week. Seriously? I can't hold nobody's attention no matter what I do, I swear. Not even with that new editing style. There we go. The way I wrapped it, it's like... You can see now, though, why I wanted extra space back here. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a tight fit, but that's okay. Okay, so we've got some wires. Why don't we, like, change it up a little? I want to see if I can do something with this. It's very thick. It will not be able to, like, go through the holes, but I could probably... Maybe if I just, like, kind of yank it, like... I don't know. The thing is, I don't think it'll stay. It might be a little too thick. I'm gonna set that aside for a moment. Ooh, I could use this. This is like an old shoelace from something. I wonder what this was for. Shoelaces are kind of fun because they got a good spring to them. Like, you might notice, like, for example, like, my mangle wig has, like, a shoelace pulled through it. Like, stuff like that. I think, Spampton has a shoelace hanging from one of his arms. Yeah. TikTok been acting up recently. TikTok's a mess these days. Oh my god. About to get them. Did I miss like a troll? I'm not surprised. We've been having a lot of them the past couple streams. This will also be useful if I need to like tighten the corset again later. But yeah, I kind of like the way that like shoelaces kind of dangle. They're like kind of drippy. It's a little too much though. It's very white too. Actually, maybe I'll save this as well. We'll come back to this. See what else we've got here. Well, this could be kind of fun. This is like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like a sparkle to it for some reason. I've also got leftover pulley track from Ballora. This was from like the first build of her skirt. I don't know if that would be useful here or not. I don't know. Is like belt pulley like giving animatronic insides though? I don't know. Consider it. Is there gaming characters at Comic-Con? Yeah, there should be. Yeah. I mean, there honestly, like with C2E2, you're gonna see like something of like everything. Like cosplay is actually taken pretty seriously at the show, which is why I think I'm like being a little bit paranoid. Like the competition at C2E2 is like one of those ones that decides like who goes to the regionals and things. Like it's kind of hardcore, so I don't know. I don't want to like make a fool of myself. Even though that's kind of my whole thing is making a fool of myself, but you know what I mean. Like running out of space in here. It's a good thing. White and pink flashy combo. Yeah. But that's the thing is like the cosplay already is mostly white and pink. That's another reason why like I don't know, when I was debating who to take on Friday to C2E2, there's so much pink with Mew, and if I take Chica on Saturday, like that's even more pink. So I was like, I don't know, it might be kind of redundant. I definitely want to take Mew to MomoCon in May. But as far as like next weekend goes, I was like, I don't know. Mew would definitely be easier to deal with than Junko because the wig is like half the size. But still. People at cons are chill. I hope so. C2E2 can be kind of all over the place. I feel like every year I have like wildly different experiences at C2E2. I have no idea what to expect, honestly. Anything could happen. I will be so relieved when it's over, though. I should also mention the prints showed up today. I could show you all the prints if you wanted, but there's 5 new ones. There's a puppet one. There's a Deltarune Chapter 1 one. A Muffet from Undertale 1, and then 2 originals. But yeah, they finally showed up today. I was like, yes. Okay. I can also cut some of these if they're like a little too long, but I feel like long is good in this case. Got the danglies here. This one here though, I think let's pull this like here, and then I'm gonna pull this back through up here somewhere. How do I make a mango cosplay? Oh god, I don't know. I mean, it depends on like that's the thing is like I don't know, when people ask me very general cosplay questions, I never know how to answer because like every cosplay is completely different. Like one person's cosplay might just be like a closet cosplay of just like putting on some clothes that like evoke a character. Another person's gonna build a full animatronic, fully functional suit. Like, so I don't know when people are like, how do I make a cosplay? I'm like, what do you mean? And like the way I make cosplay is so different from the way other people make cosplays. Like, I mean, isn't that kind of the beauty of cosplay though? That like you can kind of just do anything. Like all cosplay is valid, you know? Can't wait to see the new prints. I know, I'm so tempted to bring them over here. I don't know, is that tacky of me though? I mean, the listings aren't online. If I brought them over here, it's not like I'd be trying to sell them. You can't buy them right now. They're not online. I would just be like showing them because they look cool. Because they're all gold foil, you know, that's like my thing. This one through. We're almost done with the wires. This is like a pretty decent amount. And the thing is, we can add more later too. Like, this is just sort of a... I kind of just wanted to like get a feel for what this is going to look like in general. This is sort of like a proof of concept sort of thing we're doing here. So got some decent dangles. So okay, I want to do some of this ribbon just because I love how ridiculously flashy this is. Like, this is like that dark humor that I love of like somebody's just having like their insides exploding out of them, but it's like sparkly. If anyone's gonna have a beautiful, flashy death, it's Glamour Chica. Also, the nice thing with this too is I can curl this with the scissors. Heck yeah. Also, if you're wondering why I have this stuff, it's because I use these ribbons for like the balloons, you know, on the set. Gosh, speaking of which, I really need to like fix up that set pretty soon. Every few months I have to redo it because all the like balloons and stuff deflate. It's looking pretty rough. Sorry, it's hard to untie these because like they loop under themselves. You can't just like undo it, you know, because they've like straight jacketed themselves. That's probably a decent amount to start with. Oh, you like the way I did my hair, Silly's one? Thank you. I going to Indianapolis Comic Con in June? I am. Yes, I will be in the Artist Alley at the Comic Con in June in Indiana. Yeah, and I'm glad to be back too, because that is one I used to do every single year, the Indiana Comic Con, and then last year I didn't, and I think it was like the first time I hadn't done it. So I thankfully I will be back again finally this year for Indiana Comic Con. So yeah, if you're gonna be there, come find me. Because I'll be trapped at my table, so yeah. Yeah, the shows that I know for sure I'm doing is obviously C2E2, and then I'm doing, as far as Artist Alley goes, I'm doing MomoCon in May, and then like 2 weeks later, I'm doing Indiana Comic Con in June. And then I'll be at Dragon Con, but just for fun. I'm not in the arts. I didn't even apply, I think. Or did I? I don't know. I don't remember. If I did, I'm sure they said no. I wouldn't expect to get into Dragon Con because that show is crazy. But yeah, I will just be at Dragon Con for fun. Although I'm really sad because I found out that now I can't go to the Undertale Orchestra thing because, like, the 2 shows I could have gone to, which is Chicago and Indiana, both of them are happening while I'm at Dragon Con, and I was like, are you serious? Like the one time I'm, like, out of town and the orchestra comes through. It's so sad. Talk about bad luck. And then, yeah, there's a couple shows in Michigan that I might be applying for, but I don't think their applications are up just yet. But those would be for, like, autumn and winter time periods. So, yeah, those are just the shows I know of so far. I'm waitlisted at ASEN, but honestly, I think if I get into ASEN, I'd say no. I don't think there's time at this point. Like, it would be, like, a week before MomoCon or something. I don't know if I could actually make it work. I am kind of tempted, though, to just drop in on ASEN for, like, a day or something just for fun. Because I can't really have fun at MomoCon. Like, I'm stuck at my table. Like, I'm just there to cosplay and work, essentially. So, I don't know. It is kind of tempting to just, like, hop in at ASEN, like, just super fast. I don't know, just, like, bring Mangle or something. You know, like, something that I can't take to MomoCon. Like, maybe I could just go to ASEN. We'll see. I haven't really decided. Got a couple months to decide on that one. But yeah, I go to lots of conventions. It's like part of what I do for a living. But yeah, I should also mention though that like for C2E2 next weekend, as much as it sucks that there will be obviously a lot less content from me because, you know, I can't live stream for a few days, like a week basically. And there's a chance that I can't even share shorts videos because a lot of times at those big conventions, we have no internet. Like, to the extent that sometimes you can't even get your credit card readers to work because there is literally no signal. So I'll try to share shorts videos, but even with that, I can't make any promises. But I'm hoping I can make up for the lack of live streams and possibly shorts videos by the fact that I will be vlogging at C2E2. Like, I don't know how much, like, good footage I can get, because, again, stuck at my table, but, I will do my best to try to, like, put it all together into some kind of interesting long-form video, and y'all know I don't do a lot of long-form videos on the channel, so I feel like it's kind of a special occasion. But yeah, that's another reason why I'm kind of, like, angsting, though, over, like, which cosplays that I bring to the show, because that also contributes to how good the vlog ends up being, like, who I bring with me, so I don't know. I'm, like, definitely out of room with some of these Legos here. That's fine. We can just pull this through. Where's the other end of it? Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna, like, pull this through here. I do think it would be good to have some of this, like, coming through the middle, because that's, like, the most explodey section. Hi, Isaiah. Hi, Charmeaser. I didn't apply. Yeah, I don't think I applied to Dragon Con either. I feel like, didn't we decide that we just wanted to go for fun? Like, I think that we both made that decision where we were like, you know, on second thought, like, we don't want to be in the artist alley. Like, I'd rather just go have a good time. Most shows I apply, but Dragon Con, it's like, I see that one as, like, my one, like, fun road trip of the year or so. Yeah, I don't think I applied either. The sparkle is so funny. Yay, I'm dead. Scooch this up way here. Try right position before my legs fall asleep. I think I'm gonna curl the ends of these ribbons a little. Don't laugh at me. I'm really bad at curling ribbons. Y'all are about to see me be super incompetent, but I like the way it looks. But yeah, I kind of suck at this for some reason. But I guess that's okay. If they're not perfectly curled, again, that just adds to the, like, freaky factor. See what I mean? Why can't I do this? Every time I try to do this, I, like, just totally, like, lose my grip on everything. I got, like, one sad little curl there. A+ cosplayer right here. This is why I'm always shocked when I'm, like, in a compilation video, because I'm like, me? I'm, like, the village idiot of cosplayers. There we go, that's a little bit better. Alright, let's curl the end of this here. Glad you're going to a con for fun. Yeah, same. Like, that's why, like, I'm tempted to go to ASEN for, like, a day, because, like, it's actually sadly kind of rare that I get to go to conventions for fun. I'm usually working, so, yeah. Like, I'll try to have fun at C2E2 next weekend, but, like, it's technically like a job. Like, I literally can't leave my table for, like, 9 hours and each day, and yeah, so it is what it is. You going to Indianapolis Comic? Yeah, I'll be at Indiana Comic Con in the Artist Alley. I'll let y'all know when I have more info on that one. We don't have, like, table numbers or anything yet. I do know my table number for C2E2 though. If anyone's gonna be there, I'll be at N17. That was a pretty good curl. Look at that. It's pretty decent. Zoop. Yeah, not too bad. But better than my usual, which is terrible. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I can't help it. I love the comedy of it. Like, that like, just dark combination of, like, funfetti and doom. That's very much my vibe. Okay, so that's probably, like, a decent amount for now. I do plan on adding more, but, like, now I can kind of at least see where we're going with this, which is really what I wanted. I can see the vision here. So let's see. Should I add the black fabric now? I don't know. I also still want to use this, of course. Let's see. Village idiot. Am I not? Let's see. I feel like I just need to, like, cut a bunch of this off and then just, like, do something with it, you know? Because, like, I don't really know how to work with it, so it's like, let's just snip a bunch of it and then just, like, do something with it. Like, I don't know. It doesn't really, like, matter how it looks, you know? It's just, like, meh. It's just stuff. Melted pizza cheese. Sure. Originally, I wanted to do, like, more of a ruined Chica thing where some of this would, like, be coming out the face, you know, for, like Shattered Chica, but I don't know. In the end, I decided it was, like, a little too much. Like, I think it's gonna take away from, like, just the Shattered Chica-ness of it all, so I think we'll just stick to the corset with this stuff. It's, like, a bit extreme. Okay. Use setting spray for makeup? I do. I just started using a different one than I was using Marin's, like, barrier spray for years, and then on Sunday, I think it was, for the first time ever, I tried a new one. I'm trying to remember what it was. What was it called? Hold on. I think I can find it in my, like, thingy here. Because I think it worked pretty well. I was actually spraying it directly into the clown makeup. This is it. Revolution Beauty London Super Fix Misting Makeup Setting Spray. Yeah, I think that's what I was using. Revolution Beauty London Super Fix Misting Makeup Spray. I think it worked pretty well. C2E2 will be the true test, though. If the makeup that I wear at that show survives all 3 days, then at that point I'll be leaving reviews online about that setting spray, just being like, use it, it's amazing. So okay, I'm gonna pull some of this through. I don't actually know if I want it to be like pulled through, but like I just want to see how it looks. Kind of like see like what it does, you know, how it settles and everything. Because it is like a very weird material. It's got like a weird like firmness to it. Let's see. Yeah, it's weird how it like holds its position a bit. I'd say this is the kind of thing where you want to use it sparingly because it's very bold. So how about I'm just gonna like cut some like edges off of this, I think. And some of it can get pulled through, and then some of it I think we can just like directly glue to like the fabric. But yeah, let's just kind of like grab some strips here. I feel like this should be more like in the center. It is weird how much it looks like melted cheese, though. Apologies to any, like, florists out there who use this stuff to make nice bouquets. But, like, seriously. It's giving cheese. At least in this color it is. Here, how's that? Doesn't it look like melted cheese? But yeah, definitely, like, I could see here, like, this is... You want it sparingly. It's, like, a good, like, bit of, like, netting, you know? So I think maybe just like a little bit up here and then have just some like a strip hanging down, and I think that'll look good. And I think that's like all we should use though, because this stuff is very bold. We don't want too much of it. Or else it's going to kind of like overtake everything else. Plus it's like it's more ruined Chica, so I don't want people to get like too confused when they see this stuff and think that like I'm not just doing Shattered Chica. It's Shattered Chica with like just a slight edge of ruined Chica. It's Shattered Chica at becoming ruined Chica over time as the years pass. Something like that. Okay, so yeah, just like a little bit of this kind of hanging out. Tuck it in a little. Some of this will have to like glue down, I think, to get it to like stay in position. But we're just kind of like getting a feel for it here. Something like that. Also, some of this will stand out more once we have the black fabric behind it. And then, yeah, I want like just a strip hanging down the bottom with the other wires. And then I'm going to save this stuff, though, because, I mean, I suppose if a day ever came where I did, like, more of a ruined Chica or something, this could be useful. It could also just be useful for other things. Like, it is very spiderweb. I could almost see this working for, like, I don't know, if I, like, sprayed this with silver paint or something, like, really cool, like, spiderweb design or something. It's got a lot of potential for uses. Okay. And, like, since my roommates also do, like, this kind of weird costuming stuff, like, we just always store just tons of this kind of weird stuff all over the place. Like, it's not weird that I do this, like, they do it too, so it's all junkyard all the way down around here. Okay, so I'm just gonna, like, pull this through. We can always add more, too, once the, like, background is on. Actually, this stuff is also good because I can kind of pull wires through the holes, which also helps to, like, keep things in position and just, like, looks cool. Like, yeah, like, what if I pull this through, like, a bit? Yeah, it helps to, like, hold it down a bit. Here we go. Gnarly. Okay. I think this is definitely like a good start. So maybe we should put the black fabric on because then we can like really see what we've got going here. And then we can like start adding a bit more to it. I want cheese. Mood. Melted cheese. Yeah, this is making me want cheese. I wonder if we have any good cheese around here. My energy drink. No, it's good because I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule. So the earlier I finish up the energy drink, the better. Because the first E2, I'm going to be up at like 3, 4 a.m. each day. Yeah, not good. Okay. So, yeah, let's get some black fabric back here. Just like a random amount of this. I don't want too much because I will admit that this cosplay is really hot. Like, it's already a ton of layers. And I feel like I'm going to overheat really easily in it. So I'm gonna try to be as like low key with this as I can. We just want it to be like enough that it like covers back here. And it doesn't even have to like cover it perfectly, but just enough that there's like a black base of some sort back there. It'll just look cooler. Because then it looks more like the insides, you know? Let's see how this looks. If this isn't enough, like I can just cut off more of it. Okay, so... like line this up a little. We can like glue some of it down and then just like cut some edges off. Actually, it might be easier if we go more like horizontal with it. What flavor is that? This one's the sour watermelon, the like the Warheads one. I like that the colors evoke Chica, glam rock Chica, but also I just really like watermelon flavored stuff. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cut off of this over here. I love being able to like get uses out of just old stuff like this, like garments just lying around. It's like very satisfying. Okay. So make sure that like I kind of tuck everything in here. As weird as that sounds. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is like just glue these edges down a bit, and then once they've settled more, just start like chopping some of the extra off, and then we can like glue more as needed. So yeah, I'm just gonna use Gorilla Glue for this. Nothing fancy. Hopefully it'll work. Gluing fabrics is kind of iffy. It doesn't always work that well, but we'll give it a try. Like, I'm not even really, like, trying to be neat and tidy with this. It's just like, whatever, you know? Like, as is the case with most things with this cosplay, I would actually say, like, the messier the better. So, okay, I'm just gonna, like, kind of hold this in place for, like, a minute or two. And we'll like, see how well it holds. Because I might be a little limited in what I can do if it's not holding well. Gorilla Glue is weird because it's like, depending on the material that you're gluing, like the setting times can be like a few, like it can be like a minute to like 2 days. Little nightmares, heck yeah. What day of June? I have no idea actually. Indiana Comic Con. When is that? I just know it's right after MomoCon, which is like totally sucks for me. I'm gonna like die. It's gonna be like 2 weeks of like, because I have to travel for both of them. June 5th through 7th? Yeah, I think it's June 5 through 7. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be so brutal because like MomoCon is May 21st through 24th. So that means I have like 11 days between the two shows, but I have to travel for both of them, like a whole day just getting there and back for each of them. So it's more like 9 days between them. It's gonna be brutal. I'm gonna have to make sure that I have enough prints before MomoCon, because if I sell out of anything at MomoCon, I won't have time to get more before Indiana. Oh boy, yeah, it's gonna be kind of a mess. Puppet still. I do still have the puppet box around here somewhere. I think it's like folded up under my bed right now. Let's see what's happening here. That seems like it's holding pretty well, actually. Okay, let's add a little bit more then. Just to like make sure everything is like held down. Okay. I just want to make sure that the edges are fully covered because you know, I'm gonna be like yanking this thing on and off a lot. And so if this isn't glued down well, like at some point I'm gonna end up accidentally like pulling all the fabric off. I tend to be kind of rough with my cosplays, unfortunately. So not hungry, I'm probably gonna skip tonight. Yeah, if you're not hungry. Leave my dog today. No, that's a bummer. Hopefully we'll get to see him again soon. MomoCon was a surprise. Yeah, I'm still convinced that the only reason I got into MomoCon was because like sometimes conventions will like take pity on a name they don't recognize, like to show that they like don't just use the same people every year. So I feel like it's one of those cases where like I got into MomoCon this year because they were like, fresh meat, and then I'll never get in again. Like they give you like that one chance and then it's like it's over. So I guess I'll try to like enjoy it, but yeah, I feel like this is gonna be a one and done. Of course, if it sucks and I have a terrible time, then that would also make it a one and done because then I won't apply again. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I honestly do not know what to expect as far as MomoCon goes. It's gonna be. I mean, I've been to MomoCon, like you and I both went. Not last year, but the year before that, just for fun. So it's not like it's a mystery as far as like the show itself, but just being in the artist alley, I'm like, I have no idea what to expect. It could be great, it could be horrible. All I know is that the hotel costs more than I ever want to imagine ever again for the rest of my life. If I don't return to MomoCon again, it'll be because I can never ever afford the hotel fee. Everything's so expensive. Yeah, like I'm not even gonna say out loud what it cost. It was really bad. It was like I was kind of shocked actually how bad it was. So there is a chance that I will never do it again because I don't know if it's affordable to ever do it again. I mean, even just C2E2 next weekend, the cost of the Artist Alley table for me was more than I would ever make in a month on YouTube. Like a whole entire month of live streaming and shorts on YouTube would not be enough to cover how much that table cost me. So that's fun. Very cool. Life is so affordable and easy these days, isn't it? Existence is definitely not pain. Definitely not. Yeah, concert prices too are just like so out of control. How expensive are Dragon Con passes? I'm not sure. I got my passes right away because they're cheaper if you get them early, and then like every few months they bump the price up higher. So The price is probably, like, a lot more now than whatever I paid for it. I guess I can see what their site says. I hate to say it, but it probably is, like, well over $100, like, 175 or something. I don't know. Why is this all worded so weirdly? I guess it's just under memberships. Yeah, it's 165 right now for a 3-day pass. I didn't pay that much. I paid more like 100. But like I said, like they bump the price up every few months as like a way to incentivize people to purchase early. So I basically like left Dragon Con last year and instantly just bought a pass for this year. Because I knew I was going to come back. So I was just like, okay, let's get them when they're like as cheap as possible. Pat, pat. The reason I'm patting is because if I push down too much when the glue is fresh, it's going to like seep through the fabric and get all over my fingers. And I actually already have Gorilla Glue already all over my fingers from something else I was working on, and I really don't want more because it feels terrible. Hey, Jakey Klingman. Hi, Foxa. Welcome. $40 for pizza, right? I mean, that's the thing. It's like I can't even like do pizza takeout anymore. Like for anyone who saw the Glamrock Chica shorts video that I shared right before I went live, that was just one slice of pizza that I got from the grocery store because it is literally too expensive to actually order pizza. Like I just can't. It's yeah. So I had one slice from the grocery store. I used it as a prop in the video, and then yeah, and then I just had that for dinner. Which part of the cosplay? Yeah, for anyone who just got here, I'm working on the Shattered Chica corset. So right now I'm just gluing this black fabric base back here, which will like not only help to like hold some of the stuff in, but also just to make it look better because it'll be like all that material against the black background instead of like the white shirt, you know, that I wear under everything. Actually, I guess it would be pink technically, right? Because I have that like leotard on, right? There's so many layers now. I'm like, wait, what's the outermost part of the Chica cosplay? Yeah, I guess it would be like the pink leotard would be the part directly under the corset. And that's not a very like interesting interior color, pink. We want like cavernous, you know, like blah. So yeah, we're kind of making like a little interior cavern background here. And thankfully it seems like the Gorilla Glue is actually working quite fast. So let's see if I kind of like droop this back, kind of get like an idea of what we got going there. So I should glue some of it up top there, but yeah, see how much better it looks now when there's like darkness back there. So yeah, let's like just seal up these top parts here. Does the bottom need anything? Not really. Yeah, and then I can just like cut some of this extra off. And if it turns out that like I need more space back here and like doing this is like sealed up the corset size too much, I can always just yank this fabric off and do it again. It's really not a big deal. I went into this without any particular game plan. It was just like whatever works and it's fine. Like it's not like I had like specific sketches of like I need Shattered Chica to look like this. It was more just like let's get out boxes of stuff and then see what happens. Being an adult in this economy is hell. Yep. Yeah. Being alive is like it's like how does one do that? I don't get it. Jeez. Glamrock Chica's leg warmers are sitting over here and I almost just kicked them over. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, like it's kind of tempting to have like that pink interior behind the corset because like there is something kind of funny about having like your insides be like pastel cutesy pink. But let's face it, black is more horror. Takes so much energy just to be semi-functional. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. I'm amazed I even managed a live stream. It's like the most competent I've been able to be in years. And I only do it a few times a week. I was thinking about that though, like, I don't know, it's possible that like as we get farther into 2026, I might bump it up to 4 times a week sometimes. It's gonna kind of depend on how the cooking streams go. If that's gonna be like a once a week thing, every other week, if people like it, if they don't like it, like I feel like that's gonna start like affecting the schedule and I don't know in what way it's gonna affect it. So we're just kind of playing it by ear. Like right now we've been doing Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, and I think that's working very well. But yeah, we're gonna kind of have to see like how the cooking stream starts shifting things around. I'm not saying that in a bad way, by the way. Like I mean like it's like a good thing. Like I actually think it'll help us get like a pretty specific schedule going, which would be good. Okay, I'm gonna like cut this extra off here. I know I'm probably doing it a little too soon because like probably some of this hasn't totally set in, but I just want to get like a better look at it. Welcome back, Charmizer. Schedules are nice. Yeah. I find it's easier to be productive with them. Then again, I went into 2026 saying that I was going to have an art video up on this channel every week, and then that didn't happen, so I guess I suck at it. I might have an art video up in the next couple of days, though, on as far as shorts go. I hope that's okay. I always feel like people feel like I waste a day when I use it for an art video, but... Because that's the other thing, too, though, is like, it's possible I might start sometimes sharing 2 shorts videos in a day, like every now and then, but that'll depend on a few factors. Okay, so I'm gonna trim some of this off, but here's like the vibes that we're going for, so kind of see how like it's getting a little explodey. And don't worry, I plan on having more. Like I understand this is just a little bit right here, but this is just kind of like the starting explosion. So let's see. Let me just, yeah, let's trim off like just a little bit more here. Not too much though, because I don't want like too much of a gap back here. And we can also have some stuff that's like exploding not just from like the middle area there. Like we can also have wires and things like coming out from like under the corset and stuff. Like there's a lot of potential here. That's what makes like horror cosplays kind of fun. You can sort of do anything. Like that's what made like making Mangle so fun, because I just was like just going ham on it, you know? I didn't have to like worry too much about anything. It was just like, it's Mangle. Whatever happens, happens. Okay, that's probably a pretty decent amount. So yeah, so there's the back, and that's the front with its like danglies. I think I'm going to, now that we have that settled, I'm gonna like pull these through just so that I can like tie up the top and just sort of like settle the size here. Let's see, kind of yank it as far as it'll go. Well, actually, I don't know, would it be funnier if I don't tie the top? Like, because then it kind of like looks like the like bow up there, just kind of like, you know what I mean? Maybe it's funnier this way. Yeah, actually, you know what? I think I'm just gonna keep it like this. It's just funny. And it means that I have more like just wiggle room in general. So, yeah, it's like okay. Let's see. Now that I can like actually see what we've got here with the black base behind it, we can start like really playing around with this. Jeez. Now we can also glue some stuff back there if we need to. And yeah, I think we can also like glue some stuff around like the top and bottom. The only thing I don't want to do is like we don't want to glue anything in these like stretchy areas. Because that's at that point it's gonna become too difficult to like put this thing on and off. Like that's kind of like the no zone. But this area we can kind of just do whatever we want. So I was looking good. Oh, thank you. I'm glad y'all like it. Yeah, I am liking it. It's reminding me so much of the Mangle corset. It's been so long since I've done something like this, and it's just like, I don't know. It's giving me like a fun sort of deja vu of like, I remember doing this like 2.5 years ago. Almost 3 years ago, actually, because I started pretty early on that cosplay. Okay. So I can see where this is kind of pulling through. Yeah, I might have to like glue some of this because it's gonna like get yanked out pretty easily. But like I said, I actually like to use Gorilla Glue because it dries kind of like crap on this sort of thing, and that's good. We want it to look bad. Yeah, this stuff will never stay without glue. Okay, good to know. In that case, we could probably kill 2 birds with 1 stone. No, that's not a Chica joke. And like use the excuse of like gluing some of this down to glue other things as well. So let's see what we got here. A lot of potential. I mean, there's a lot of stuff around here we can use. I feel like we need more black wires. Like, there's just barely any of that, and I think that will add to the, like, gross darkness of it. So I want to grab more of those. And thankfully, I have a ton of it. Oh, look, there's even a black... There's, like, a black shoelace in here. I wonder what that was from. Oh, maybe it came from that corset. Oh, that would be good, because these are nice and thick. Oh, you know what? I bet I know it. Because I was like, why is this shoelace so long? I bet I know what this was. I think. These were the original shoelaces for my Junko boots. But I took these laces out because they were just black, and I wanted the red sparkly laces. Just goes to show you that, like, I don't throw out anything. Like, everything is just a giant pile of, like, every cosplay ever. Like, anything that doesn't get used, it's just, like, tossed into boxes and stuff to get used for other cosplays. Because you just never know what's going to be useful. Boy, this thing is, like, really, like, stuck in there, though. Where's the other end of this shoelace? It's, like, trapped in the wires. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this will be good because this is nice and long. Okay, so yeah, let's, like... Is there room to pull any of this through? We just have to be careful because now that there's, like, that back on there, it's harder to, like, pull stuff through in general. Because you gotta, like, reach in there, you know? That's why I waited until closer to the end to do that part. And that's the other thing, too, is, like, this doesn't have to be, like, a process that ends today. Like, we can always add more to this. I mean, I was just saying, like, earlier, like, I'm tempted to, like, repaint the Mangle corset again, and I could even add more wires. I think it has lost some wires over time. So, yeah, like, nothing we do here today has to be, like, the end of this forever. Like, I like to think of all of my cosplays as permanently being, like, in flux. They're always getting upgraded. Recycling final boss, bury that. Oh, thanks for sharing my Etsy shop. Sorry, did someone ask about? Oh yeah, I just saw their Moonly Links just asked about it. Yeah, thanks for sharing that. Yeah, I have an Etsy, And I also just got 5 new prints in the mail today, so the listings aren't up yet. But if you give me a couple days, I will get those listings up. It takes forever. It's like getting new prints in the mail is one of those things where it's like, yeah, oh, when you like remember you have to do the listings, like the excitement goes away really fast. Because like for every single print now, I have to like take like nice photos and videos of them from all the angles and find nice lighting and blah blah blah. And then each of the listings takes forever to put online. And I also have like a shop on my website that no one uses, so honestly I should probably just get rid of it at this point. Like the Etsy's fine, we really don't need the other shop. But yeah, so it's like every listing that I do, I have to do it twice. So it's pretty much going to take all day for me to get all of those listings online. So yeah, I do have an Etsy shop. But yeah, if you just give me a couple days, I have a whole bunch of really, really, really cool new prints that just are not up yet because I literally just unboxed them a few hours ago. Which will hopefully make Sid happy because they got sent in a box full of packing peanuts, which he loves. So I left the packing peanuts in the box just sitting out for him. I don't know if he's found them yet, but I'm sure he'll be very, very happy when he finds them. And I had just tossed out like another box full of packing peanuts, so he's been without them for a while, so hopefully this will make him very happy. This is a lot of shoelace, like maybe this is too much shoelace, I don't know. How does that look? This is an excessive amount of shoelace. Is it like too much? It's so loud. It's like taking over everything it's like the Venom symbiote. Symbiote. I never know how to pronounce that. I feel like everyone says it different. Okay. I'm just kind of pulling this through at random. If this looks bad, I'm just going to yank it all back out again. New white gloves? For what? What would the gloves be for? Oh, to be a fat cat says there were boxes. I know, right? Those cats don't even know how good they got it. They got like the best life ever. Glenn and Sid are so spoiled. They want for nothing. I don't know, is this too much? Look at this. It's like a lot of black cutting through, isn't it? But at the same time, it's like we do want to like go big or go home, right? Because it's like when you see it up against like that, it's like not as bad as you think it is. Like it always looks bad when it's just like isolated, but like as part of a costume, more is usually better. So honestly, I don't think we'd even need black wire. Like this would pretty much cover all of the dark necessities here. Super speed is the best superpower for artists. I know, right? Although because I have to travel to conventions a lot, I've always said my superpower that I would want is teleportation. I think that would be the best. Imagine just being able to be anywhere you want immediately. It'd be so awesome. This is ridiculous looking. It's like we gotta like loop some of this a little more creatively. This looks very silly. Hold on, let me like kind of... I mean, I am thinking of using some of this as a way to like pull other stuff through. Like I can wrap stuff around this, if that makes sense. Yeah, the way I do cosplays is really silly. I acknowledge. There's nothing normal about the way I do things. Normal is boring. This is more fun. Okay, I've like lost control of it though. I actually don't even know where the other ends of this are. Okay, I think these are the ends. This is the middle. If I pull on this, what happens? Oh, there we go. Okay. Wee. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, why is, yeah, these must have been from Junko, because, like, these are definitely, like, the length of what must have been knee-high boots. I'd say sorry, Junko, but I don't think she would want these. I gave her much better shoelaces. Red with sparkle. Far superior. Look how much there still is. Good lord. That is insane. Honestly, if it's too much, I might cut some of it. But I do think we can pull some of this, like, around other areas. Because, like I said, we don't want to just focus on, this middle part. Like, we do want some stuff, I think, coming through the sides as well. Because that'll just make it a little bit more explosion-y and, like, not so, like, concentrated into one spot. I'm just, like, pulling these through the top because there's actually not a lot of wires up here, so I think we need a little bit more for variety's sake. Here's what oh my gosh. Look at this. What in the world? Okay, where's the other end? Here's the other part. Okay, I'm gonna pull on. No? Yes, I have completely lost control of this thing. That's a little bit better. It's a little, like, intestine-y, right? Okay, so yeah, what I'm thinking is, like, for the sake of variety, like, I'll have, like, maybe this goes back here so that some stuff is, like, coming through these, like, sides and not just the middle. And that's when we're gonna probably have to start gluing some things to get stuff to, like, stay in position a bit better. Hi, Michael Afton. She shatters, so she's supposed to be messy. Exactly. I bring her despair. Yeah, I'm picturing Junko just being upset that, like, anything happened to all her fashion. Here's some luck. Oh, thank you, Charmazer. Chico's guts. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, as like dark as it sounds, I'm basically just sitting here, like, designing Chica's guts. It is what it is. Her innards. Okay, I got, like, one really long dangly one here. Maybe if I kind of, like, oop. So yeah, so, like, here's how the back looks, right? So, like, I think it's time to start gluing some stuff to the side parts there, just so it isn't all so, like, concentrated. So yeah, I'm gonna, like, glue that stuff down a bit. Now, over time, the more I do this cosplay, some of this stuff will get lost. Like I said, that's happened with Mangle, where, like some wires have just fallen out over time. Same thing with Spamped and Neo, like, you know, but I think that's okay. It's just like, if anything, like, it just means it's better to overdo it right now, because I do know for a fact that some of this is just not gonna survive long term. But I have boxes of stuff, so anything that doesn't survive, I'll just add more later. It's not a big deal. If anything, it's like, it's more fun when these cosplays are kind of, like, unpredictable, you know? Like I always say with Mangle, like, every time I do the cosplay, it looks a little bit different. And I don't think that's, like, a bad thing. It's just, like, whatever configuration all the, like, wires and things end up with on a particular day, I'm just like, that's just today's Mangle, I guess. Same thing with Spamped and Neo. I haven't done Spamped and Neo in so long. Last time I did a Spamped and Neo Get Ready With Me, though, like, it had, like, one of the worst views, like, ever. Like, it was so sad. No one showed up. Well, I'm sure, like, you all showed up. I'm talking about, like, you know, like, the feed. You know, like, it wasn't like a stream where we got new subs, I'll put it that way. Very, very sad. The algorithm didn't like that one. Which actually, yeah, that's what I'm kind of worried about, like, because I want to like have an art video for this sketchbook page I'm finishing up. But I remember I live streamed part of that same sketchbook page a couple months ago, and it got the worst views, I think, of any live stream I've ever done. Like, it had lower views than, like, the first live stream I ever did when we only had, like, 1,000 subs or something. Like, I know people aren't interested when I do, like, original art instead of fan art, but, like, wow, like, that was brutal. So, I don't think I've, live streamed any original art since then because it was so bad. So now I'm like, that shorts video is probably doomed, whatever it is, because, yeah, original art is kind of, doomed from the start, but I don't know. I'm probably gonna finish up that sketchbook page tonight, and I just really wanted to have, like, another, like, art shorts video on the channel before C2E2, because, like, a lot of people who, like, come to my table at C2E2, like, there's a chance that they'll follow me on social media, and it's like, they probably come to the table for the art more so than the cosplay, and if they go to my channel and there's no art stuff, then they'll be sad. So, yeah, apologies if there's just some, like, uninteresting art stuff on the channel for the next few days, but I just gotta do what I gotta do, you know? Okay, so yeah, those are glued into position now. Um, yeah, it's a little it's a little all over the place, but yeah, I think we can just start gluing a few things just, like, wherever. Um, so let's see, what materials? I actually think a little bit more of this might be kinda cool, just, like, hanging out the bottom a little bit. We'll try it. Anything that doesn't look good, we'll just yank it off again. Gorilla Glue's good, but I mean, it's not, like, forever. Like, it's not like I can't remove things. Hi, Carlin. Did I say that right? Carlin? 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 I feel like the other one doesn't like my TikTok at all. Yeah, same. I think the Chica video I shared on TikTok today, like, I don't even know if it has, like, 300 views. TikTok was not about that video. I wonder if it did any better on Instagram and YouTube. Man, I had a whole slice of pizza for that video. Now I'm kind of curious. I feel like Instagram is already, like, over it with my Chica cosplay, too. Yeah, that's not looking good. All it took was 5 videos and people were already tired of it. I see some cosplayers, they make a new cosplay and, like, every video will just go viral for months. I don't know how they do it. I am just so boring. I don't know. I can never decide, is it like, do I try too hard or not try hard enough? Both are bad looks, unfortunately. And I don't really know how to be in the middle on any of that. Looks like maybe YouTube was okay with it. Okay, it seems like YouTube is feeling it more so than Instagram and TikTok. Okay. I didn't even want that slice of pizza. I just got it for the video. Wow, yeah, TikTok does not care. Honestly, it's doing so bad on TikTok, I might take it down. I hate to say it. Because having, like, a flop sit around too long is, like, not good for the account, unfortunately. So I might end up pulling that video. Oh, well. At least the pizza wasn't that bad. I mean, it was just grocery store pizza, but I suppose there's worse things to have for dinner. It would have been better if it was Domino's, but it's too expensive. Okay, I'll just cut, like, a little chunk off of here. Now, this stuff might be kind of hard to glue because it's so porous, you know? But if I can just have, like, a little bit of netting back here, and then I can kind of, like, fray the bottom of it a bit. I keep forgetting which part's the top and which is the bottom. This is the top. This is the bottom. Yeah, I think that'll look cool. Okay. Now, how do I glue this, though? Like, this stuff is so weird. I'm gonna do this like the way I would do fake eyelashes or something. This is probably the worst possible way to do this, but I'm gonna just kind of like stick it down and see what happens. I don't know. I don't know. Because the problem is like not only is it porous, but like like even the parts of it that look a little thicker are also porous. Like it's all netting all the way down, every part of it. I'm kind of just picking little like spots that have potential, then just sort of sticking it down anywhere that I think the glue will hold. And I suppose if I like end up needing to like re-glue some of it later, it's not a big deal. I think it's just, this will be one of those garments where I have to be a little bit careful when I'm putting everything on, or else I'm going to yank off all the like decorations. I tend to be rough with my cosplays. This is probably not one where you want to be too rough with it, at least as far as putting it on goes. While I'm wearing it, I don't care what happens. Algorithm is rigged. Your friend will post videos that are high quality and work so hard on to see one of the lowest quality, oldest videos of ours blow up. Oh my gosh, I know, right? It's always like the videos where I didn't try that people like, and then I'm like, okay. Like, why this one? There was a mangle video recently that blew up on Instagram. I'm not gonna say which one it is because I don't want to admit like that it was a joke video, and I feel like Instagram took it seriously. I was like, I wasn't being serious, but I think they thought I was. I mean, I like the video, but I don't know, the reaction that it got wasn't like what I had in mind, and not in a bad way, but just in like an unexpected way, and I was just like, okay, weird. I wasn't being serious, but sure. YouTube algorithm is rigged. Yeah, I mean, lately I think YouTube actually likes my videos better than Instagram and TikTok do. Man, Instagram used to really like my stuff. Instagram really liked my recent Mangle and puppet content, and I was hoping it was because of the way I changed my editing style, but they're not really feeling it much with Glamrock Chica, so either I got worse at the editing, which is always possible, or they just don't really like the cosplay. I don't know which one it is yet. Maybe we'll find out once Shattered Chica's done. That'll maybe answer some questions. It just sucks because that new editing style I do takes like forever. Because FYI, I am not using like a tracking program or anything. I do it all manually. All of it. It sucks so much. Like, I'm glad I can do it, but yeah, I'm not using any like, nothing's doing it for me. I'll just put it that way. I'm like sitting there with all the like zoomed into like the closest frame possible, just like nanosecond by nanosecond manually doing it. So yeah. Oh god, Twitter. I left Twitter like a couple years ago and never looked back. I was actually so glad when I finally quit Twitter because I had wanted to for years, and then things finally got bad enough that I was like, okay, bye. I do not regret leaving Twitter. That place sucks. That place always sucked, but now it like really sucks. TikTok used to really like my stuff. Yeah, same. When my Mango cosplay first came around, people were really like enjoying my content, like on all apps. And then I think people just got tired of Mangle. And then I made Circus Baby, and it turned out that like people weren't really feeling it that much. I never went viral with Circus Baby. The only time I ever went viral with her was one video that popped off because everyone hated it so much. And then I just got like endless hate notifications for like 2 months straight. So that was fun. Yeah. Sorry, Circus Baby. I guess I just didn't do her justice. I don't know. No one ever truly vibed with that one. Yeah, I don't really know what I could have done differently, but it is what it is. I think Roxy went viral like one time, maybe? I don't remember. Yeah, one time for like a joke video. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, like that's why I'm always surprised like when people are like, I saw your FNAF cosplays in a compilation, and I'm like, Me? How is that even possible? I don't get views. Who even saw my stuff to put in a compilation? I'm a nobody. I've always been, well, I was like I said, I think when my Mango cosplay first came around, people were like into my content, and then, but that was like 2 years ago, and I've been like a total nobody since then. Like if you search Mango cosplay on TikTok, I don't think I show up at all. Like you can just keep scrolling and you won't find me. I got demoted ages ago. Okay, I'm just like chopping at this so that it like dangles a bit better. Let's see how that looks. I hope the glue holds. I hope I'm not like being too hasty here. Like that. I think it needs to be tapered a bit more. Let me like chop off these like sides here. Because you know, if it's gonna look like melted cheese, you want it more like that, right? Cheese doesn't melt in like this formation unless it's like a craft single. Do craft singles even melt though? Those things are so like made of chemicals that I'm actually not even sure if they melt like cheese. Well, like that. Yeah, that's a bit better. Yeah, I like the way that mesh looks when it's like glued behind there. We should do that on the other side too. I think that looks cool. Now, just because the glue is holding though doesn't mean it is set. That's the only thing. Like, I'm actually thinking I might not paint the corset tonight. I think it would be better to like let it sit out overnight, like on its other side, you know, press down on all of this stuff. Just to like actually let it set. Like just because Gorilla Glue is like dried enough to be workable is not the same as the glue being like permanently set. So I'm probably going to do the painting just on my own tomorrow. Because yeah, I'm worried if I like get too rough with this thing while the glue is like not set, then it's actually just gonna like, I'll accidentally undo a bunch of this, which would kind of suck. So yeah, I'll probably do the painting tomorrow because I don't need this done until I think Sunday. So we have plenty of time. And that way like the glue can just have like a day and the paint can have a day or two. Not a big deal. And the paint would like not be much. Like I'm probably just gonna like sponge on some like silver and black and gray and stuff just to make things look a little bit dirtier. Like I did with Mangle. Want to delete it all? Mood. Such a mood. Post day has never been my thing. Sometimes I miss the days when it wasn't my thing. I definitely did not expect things to like become the way they are now. Like if you had told me a few years ago, like, hey, someday you're gonna be like a content creator on social media, I would have been like, huh? What? But that's okay. I wouldn't change anything. Like, I'm glad I get to do this. It's just like sometimes it sucks a lot. Like, it's nice and all that my Mangle videos were doing well on Instagram, but, like, y'all know what Instagram comments are like. So, like, whenever I have a video, like, do well over there, that also means all those other kinds of comments happen. Yeah. I even had a comment on Instagram today mocking the fact that I, like, thank everyone in the, like, replies, and I was like, really? Like, I can't do anything right to the extent that I apparently can't even say thank you to people correctly. Like, come on. At least I reply to people. They take the time to reply to me. I just want to be nice and like be involved and talk to people. It's social media. But no, apparently that's wrong too. I'm sorry. Ugh, people are so frustrating. But like I said, I wouldn't change anything. Like, I'm really glad I get to do this stuff. I just wish that, like, the bad stuff also wasn't a part of it. Honestly, I'm amazed I didn't leave social media, though, after the, like, Circus Baby video went so south. That sucked a lot. I never took that video down, though. I think, like, there was, like, a part of me that was stubborn about it, where it was, like, I don't know, like, the more hate it got, the more I was like, I'm not removing this. I can be kind of a contrarian sometimes, I hate to say it. Like, the more people tell me to do something, the less likely I am to do it. You have a few videos pop up on TikTok if you type in Mangle. Really? Because last time I checked, because I was searching for audios for Mangle So I searched Mangle cosplay and I didn't see myself at all. I don't know, maybe I had a few videos recently that kind of like crept back up onto the like list or something. Can describe me time to put my best effort. YouTube views make the channel, they barely get any views. Yeah, same. That's why like I'm kind of already cringing at like, because I'm gonna like probably in the next day or two share that sketchbook shorts video, but like if it's anything like the last time I shared one of those, it's like I spend like days, sometimes weeks on like those illustrations, and then like I'll share a shorts video and just nothing. Like it just doesn't get any views, and I'm like, oh my god, the pain, the pain. Was hating they're still promoting your video. Yeah, I mean, that's like the way I try to look at it with that circus baby video is I will say that as awful as that experience was from like just a like me being miserable standpoint, um like I got a ton of followers and subs out of it. Like I would actually say a huge chunk of the subs that I got on YouTube came from that video, surprisingly. So I don't like regret the video at all. But like I don't like look back fondly on any of that either, you know, which I think is fair and reasonable of me. Just would have been nice to at least once have like a circus baby video like go viral for good reasons. I did her wrong. I'm sorry, circus baby. I was hoping when I changed out like her mask and the cheeks and everything that it would get better, but I don't know, it didn't really make a difference. I think the editing style I was doing at the time, like a few months ago, was kind of not great, so I wonder how she would do with the new editing that I do, if that would work well with Circus Baby. She's such a like chill cosplay, and that editing style is not very chill, so I don't know how well that would work for her, but it could be worth a shot. We'll see. I just wish this new style of editing wasn't so time consuming. It takes forever. Like sometimes I just like I sit up in bed for like hours like working on the editing. It sucks. So I do kind of wish that like Glamrock Chica was doing a bit better right now, because I'm like, oh my god, the editing took forever. What can you do? I'm not surprised though. Like the whole time I was working on Glamrock Chica, I was like, this is not a cosplay that will get views. Like anytime I do a simple cosplay, you know, where it's like there's Mangle, you know, and then there's like Glamrock Chica, it's like this is not going to get views. My content just doesn't like stand on its own well enough. Some people can do simple cosplays and do well, but it's like it's because they have other things going for them. I do not. I have nothing going for me. Very curious to take the chance to reply to people's comments. That's something you don't have to do, but you do anyways. Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know. I was so surprised that like this person was being so rude about it. And I mean, they're not the first one either. It's happened before. I had a comment on YouTube even recently being like, could you please stop replying to all the comments? It's weird. And I was like, I didn't realize it was bad to be nice. Like, it's just, those are the moments that make you really think like, I can't do anything right, can I? But like, let's face it, you can't please everyone. That's just life. I hate to say it. Like, no matter what you do, someone's not gonna like it. So you have to just kind of like, that's the very definition of like, you just gotta you do you, you know? So it's like, I mean, they can say what they want. I'm still gonna like reply to comments and things because I like to. I wouldn't do it if I didn't want to do it. Like, it's not even like I do it just for the sake of like engagement. It's not like a cold, calculated thing that I'm doing. It's just, it's like people took the time to comment, and I enjoy taking the time to comment back. And sometimes, depending on the comment, you know, like I'll answer questions or just engage in the discussion a little, crack a joke. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really like to just post a video and run. Like, that's boring. I don't know. Half the fun of it is just like engaging with the content. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, people on Instagram can be really, really mean. Like, I mean, I hate to say it, I think the meanest people on YouTube, no offense, y'all, Obviously, I'm not talking about you people right now in the chat. I'm just speaking in general. The meanest comments I ever get are always on YouTube. Always. It was actually the reason I joined YouTube so late. I started on TikTok. I had an Instagram, but I didn't start sharing the like same kind of content from TikTok on Instagram until like maybe a year after that, and then a whole nother year after that, like I started like messing around more with YouTube. It's because like I was afraid of sharing anything on YouTube because I know how nasty people are on YouTube, and I was proven right. I got bullied off of the platform almost immediately. Obviously, I came back, but yeah, when I first made this channel, it did not get off to a good start. It went exactly how you'd expect things to go with YouTube. Yeah, people on YouTube are really mean. Like, people on Instagram are, like, mean in a way where it's, like, not really personal. So it's almost hard to take it seriously because it's, like, they're just jerks, so whatever. People on YouTube are, like, they get, like, personal with how nasty they are. So, yeah. I love it when you interact. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it. I mean, I guess I don't know if a day ever comes where you all feel like it's weird of me. I mean, I can stop. Like, I always thought it was fun and hoped others did too. I don't know. You're not doing trends in the algorithm. It's just random. Yeah, and that's the problem is like I don't do a lot of trends, partially because I know I'll be bad at it and I just don't feel like being embarrassed. And the other reason is just I feel like I always find out about them too late. I'm always like months late to a trend. I don't know how people keep up with that stuff. Like I mean, it's not like I'm not like looking at my FYP and things, but it's just never showing me anything trendy. Come on, tell me someone said I should stop replying to comments. Right? Like, why do people say stuff like that? It's so weird. Like, yeah, because I'm sure I'm not the only person who's gotten a comment like that. And it's like, why do people care? Like, if you're like being social on social media, like, what's it to them? But then the high comments aren't donos are the most down to earth people. Yeah, like, and that's the other thing too is like, there's also some people who are just so cold about it. Like, they'll only reply to like super thanks and stuff, and it's like, that's not fun either. Like, to me, that's kind of like a bad look. Probably post on YT shorts more. Yeah, I mean, you might as well just give it a shot, you know? I mean, you can't expect a lot of views at the beginning. I know I didn't, but like, if you're consistent with it, it will improve over time pretty much no matter what. So, like, it's worth a try. Not being relevant enough to get hate. Mostly good experience when I was running this YT account. Yeah, it's gotten a lot rougher around here, I think. Train your account into brain rot content. Am I just not liking the right videos? If you hate comments on my TikTok, YouTube, I just block them. See what I do, like, and I don't know if this is bad of me, but so I never delete or block hate comments because like this is so terrible, but like I guess I kind of like I like to let people publicly shame themselves because sometimes like not always, but sometimes if someone leaves a nasty comment, other people notice it and then like dogpile on them about it and like they end up regretting that they made the comment. So yeah, I tend to just be like I guess like my stance on it is like, if you're willing to say that with your username, then you better stand by it. Like, you said it, I'm not gonna clear this situation up for you. So if other people get mad at you for the thing you said, that's on you. It's not my problem. Like, I hate when people accuse me of deleting hate comments just because, like, a video didn't particularly get any. It's like, no, I don't delete them. If a video doesn't have a lot of them, it probably just didn't get a lot of views, if I'm being honest. But I don't delete hate comments. Like, yeah, stand by your words. If you're gonna be hateful, then yeah, you know, whatever happens, happens for you. Okay, so here we've got the, like, extra netting there. I really like the way the netting looks when it's, like, spilling out the bottom. I think that's really cool. But I do think we need, like, more wires in general, because it is just so concentrated. Like, I don't want too much on the sides. I still think, like, most of it should be in the middle, because that's where, like, the seam, you know, has, like, ripped open. But yeah, I do think like a few more wires on the sides would be good. And then, yeah, I can just like let the glue settle because I can tell like even though it's sticking, like I keep accidentally touching spots where it's still wet. Like my fingers are like covered in it now because like I said, just because it's like dry enough that you can pick things up doesn't mean it's done. And yeah, there's a few spots here where I'm like, ugh, yuck, definitely not dry. So yeah, I'll like do the painting stuff tomorrow. So I'm just trying to think how much more we should do today. So I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Could put a few more wires down and then just kind of call it for now. Because I think we like, I mean, we've definitely got the vision here, right? Like, we can see now, like, what this is going to turn into. And I feel like it's going to be pretty cool. I'm digging it. Like, it's becoming very grotesque. I think once the, like, paint is just, like, splashed all over it, you know? Where it's, like, kind of, like, rusty and, like, oily looking. I think this is going to be pretty neat looking. I'm excited to see how it looks like once it's combined with like the mask and the makeup and everything. Like, I don't know. I think it's gonna be fun. Plus, like, let's face it, I'm gonna ham it up. Y'all know me. Like, the moment I get to do a horror cosplay, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, time for Shattered Chica. So that'll help too. I think I'm most excited for the performing part of Shattered Chica. I'm gonna bring out like my best Silent Hill nurse cosplay moves. It's been too long since I've gotten to be a totally grotesque monstrosity. That's my favorite. Oh, welcome, Alex. Welcome to the stream. I think I prefer to see people respond to comments because there's a famous cosplayer who likes the comments, including questions, without responding. Just shows they have a big ego. Yeah, I mean, I've seen like certain content creators like they don't interact at all. Like they don't even like like or heart anything. Like I don't know. I think they literally just post and walk away. It's like, I mean, I guess, but to me that just feels so boring. I don't know. Otherwise, you're just sitting there like staring at like likes and views, just like cold numbers. Like there's no humanity to it. Like I mean, to each their own. Like however people want to handle their accounts, that's their business. But just for me personally, it's kind of boring, I suppose. I don't know. And I mean, I guess I could see like the other side of it where like maybe it seems like I have no life. But here's the thing, like all the stuff that I do is like crafting, art, like even just things like sitting there sorting through art prints and stuff. Like those are all things where like my phone's just sitting there. Like it's not it doesn't take out a lot of my time to just like take a break for 3 minutes and like reply to some comments, you know? So I don't know. I guess I could see where maybe some people think I'm weird because like they look over all that stuff and they're like, wow, she has no life. And it's like, y'all, it's not like that at all. Like, yeah, I'm not like doing a job where I'm cut off from my phone. It's just right there. I can see notifications happening. And yeah, I mean, if I'm like deep into gluing something or drawing something, like I might go hours and hours and hours without checking comments or replying to anything. But it's also not that difficult for me to do it. Like, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Like, I just have my phone with me. If I'm editing videos, I'm probably seeing notifications while I'm editing. So, yeah, I don't know. To anyone who thinks like, oh, she doesn't have a life, it's like, no, I just have a particular type of job that makes it so that I'm always with my phone. It's not a big deal. That being said, though, do not expect like replies from me very much while I'm at C2E2. I will eventually get to everything because I always do, but it could take a while. Like there could be like pockets of like 18 hours at a time where like no one hears from me, and I'm very sorry about that. It's a combination of literally too busy, like endlessly talking to people at the show and doing stuff where like I just literally cannot interact with my phone, but also we often do not have a signal in there like at all, which is bad. It's bad because then sometimes the credit card readers don't work and then it's like panic mode. Like I'm dreading that part so much. So many awkward interactions happen once the credit card readers stop working. It's really awful. But yeah, we literally don't have a signal. And I know if you're thinking like, well, why don't you pay for the Wi-Fi? It's like $100. I wish I was joking. It's like $100 to pay to have like solid Wi-Fi in there. It's insane. So yeah, I'll do the best I can during C2E2, but yeah, there's probably gonna be like huge pockets of time where I just either can't access my phone, have literally zero signal, or I am passed out in bed, desperately trying to get like 2 hours of sleep before I have to get up again. So yeah, but I will do the best I can. But that's why, like, I can still vlog though. I don't need Wi-Fi to film content at C2E2, so I just gotta get through the show, and then hopefully I can actually make a video happen. You're gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Can't answer to very pressing issues during a con. Yeah, I know, right? Like, I did have one time this one person got mad at me because I didn't like reply to them like for 14 hours or something, and it was like, I, I'm sorry. Like sometimes I really do have the things I have to do. Like, I don't know, like for example, like when I road trip to conventions, sometimes I'm driving like 15 hours in one day. I can't reply to comments while I'm driving. So yeah, it's that's the only one instance I can think of where someone got mad at me for not getting back to them fast enough, but I was a little surprised. I was like, I mean, I'm not every single day of the year capable of replying immediately to things. Sometimes I really actually don't have access to my phone. It does happen. If I'm, yeah, at a convention, if I'm driving, sometimes I'm just like out somewhere. Like sometimes like my roommates and I go to like bars or movies or something. Like if I'm like hanging out with my parents, like I visit them and stuff. Like sometimes I just am not on my phone. I do have a life, I swear. Solid Wi-Fi, I know, right? I can't wait to check the prices. Like that should be one of the first things that we do when we get to C2E2 is like, because you know it's gonna pull up that screen, right, where it's like, here's like if you want to buy like your Wi-Fi plan. 'Cause I want to say last year it was like $100. I could not believe it, but I feel like prices keep raising, so I would not be surprised if it's even more expensive this year. It's yeah, it's out of control. My header's now at 100. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's some vendors who pay for it. I'm not gonna be one of them. I'm sorry. Yeah, it makes the card reader thing a mess. But yeah, I'm not paying $100 just so I can access social media all day at the convention. No, thank you. You can barely run on 4 hours of sleep. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be the funniest part of the convention vlog is like, if it's anything like last year when I vlogged C2E2, like, there's a lot of footage of me just being like, I just woke up. It's been 2 hours of sleep. I'm gonna put on a cosplay now. It's gonna take a few more hours to put on the cosplay. Let's go! Yeah, that's what next weekend's gonna look like for me. It's gonna be a lot of me trying to rally, just like, let's do it! Rise up, gamers! And not Michael Afton. Yeah, no worries. We are actually gonna wrap it up soon here. I actually kind of have to go to the bathroom, and I also want dinner really soon. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do like any more of this while we're here. This glue is like kind of still like that's why I'm like I didn't mean to be sitting here doing nothing. It's just because every time I touch this, I accidentally touch glue. So now I'm just kind of sitting here like, okay, sorry. It's because like this stuff is like this netting, like all the glue. Yeah, like gross. Yeah. That's so frustrating. Is that even staying? I can't even tell. I guess kind of. It doesn't want to stay, but I think it's staying. Yeah. Like, I guess I'm just like, I'm afraid to like flip this thing over because there's like wet glue on this side. So I'm like not really sure I can do much more today. Well, maybe I can in a few hours. I just mean, when I say today, I mean like during the live stream right now. Because yeah, unfortunately, as much as I like how this netting looks, it is not great for gluing purposes. And I'm a little worried about trying to flip this over to put like more wires and stuff down. Because that's really like all I want to do before I paint is like, I do want to just have like a bit more wiring on these like sides here. And maybe even like a few coming out the top. Like those curly ones, like the curly red ones, I think would look really funny, kind of like popping out the top here a little bit. That's what I did with Circus Baby's fan. And I think I do want a little bit more of this, like, sparkly confetti stuff, because it kind of got lost in the sauce a little bit here. And I think I want a little bit more of that humor of, like, this holographic ribbon popping out. Um, but I like where this is going. I feel like this looks really cool. I think, like, this combined with, like, the Chica mask and the makeup and, like, just, you know, the performance of it all is gonna be, like, pretty neat. I've been really looking forward to Shattered Chica. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm enjoying glam rock Chica, but, like, Shattered Chica was, like, you know, the end goal from the start. Like, I always had that in mind when I started, so, yeah. But, yeah, this is probably, like, about as far as we can take it, during the stream, because, yeah, I'm kind of, like, afraid to touch any of this because it's gross. Um, and I think that's all the netting that I want, though, which is good, because I think that means I won't have to deal with any more of the glue net situation. Because I think any more of it, and it's gonna be too ruined, Chica. But yeah, I think that's good for today, at least. And we have been streaming for like 2.5 hours. Usually my art and like cosplay building streams are only like 2 to 3 hours. The get ready with me streams are the long ones, or the cooking streams, of course. No way to know yet how long those cooking streams are going to be, but my money is on long, because I'm not a great cook, and I'm messy and chaotic. Heading out, Alex? Yeah, no worries. We're going to be wrapping it up here in a moment. I do kind of want dinner. Because that's the other thing, is like I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule, and part of that is like every day I'm getting up a little bit earlier, and to try and trick my brain, I've been like eating like lunch, for example, earlier and earlier, not because I want to, but just because like I'm basically trying to reset myself. Like I'm trying to fool my brain into thinking the hours each day are different overall, and I think it is working. I will say, like, last night I fell asleep way earlier than I normally am able to, and I was like, yes, like I took that as like a victory. Like okay, like this, as frustrating as this process has been of trying to fix my schedule before C2E2, I think it is working. My brain is falling for it. But yeah, like I haven't eaten in a while because, yeah, I just keep eating lunch earlier and earlier, trying to convince my brain that reality is not what it thinks it is. Studying nutrition. Doctors tend to come into the classroom lectures about healthy habits. Oh gosh. I'd be sitting there like, when did my laptop get unplugged? I had it plugged in. I just noticed it wasn't charging because I think I yanked the cord out. I mean, it's fine. There's enough battery, but still. Healthy habits in college do not mix. Yeah. Tell me about it. Getting 8 hours of sleep selection from a good sleep to a group of sleep deprived students. Honestly. It's pretty rare that I ever get 8 hours, but if it's anything like previous years after C2E2 is over, like I always end up having like one day. It's not always necessarily like right after the show ends. Sometimes it takes a few days, but I'll have like one night where all of a sudden I pass out for like 13 hours. Like it all catches up to me out of nowhere, and then I just like drop. Yeah. And I kind of hate that though, because then like, I don't know, I always get the sleep hangover thing. Like you'd think you'd wake up feeling like, oh my gosh, I slept 13 hours now, I feel so good. No, I always wake up feeling awful. And then like I usually have a headache all day. It's the worst. I know I have to do it. Like clearly I wouldn't sleep that long if I didn't need it. But I don't enjoy it. It feels terrible. But I'm pretty sure that's gonna be happening to me again this year. But I'll be here writing books. Find time to go to bed early and failed. Same. Last night was a miracle. I hope it happens again tonight, because I took last night as a sign of progress, but maybe it was a one-off. Who knows? After big events, I sleep a lot the next day. Yeah. I'm sure there will be some of that. Like I was trying to figure out, like, as far as live streaming goes, it's like all we have left is I have Sunday and then Tuesday probably. I mean, I guess if I'm too busy preparing for the convention, maybe not, but I want to stream next Tuesday. And then after that, like Thursday and Sunday, I can't stream because of the show. But like the next Tuesday, I was like, I guess it'll depend. Like I want to stream the Tuesday after the show, but there is a chance that I might just be like completely passed out. I hope not. I don't want that, but it could happen. So yeah, we shall see. Actually, yeah, speaking of which, like if we are wrapping up the stream here, I should just mention, like, yeah, I think the next stream, which will be Sunday, yeah, I know it's boring because we just did it, but I think I will probably do a another Glamrock Chica Get Ready With Me. I don't normally like to do 2 weekends in a row of the same cosplay. It's just, I want to do Shattered Chica. So as much as I'd love to do a Shattered Chica Get Ready With Me, I don't think that would really work because, like, I have to do Glamrock Chica first and, like, film the videos that go with Shattered Chica, and then do Shattered Chica. There also wouldn't be much to show you all as far as Shattered Chica goes, because I think it's basically just, like, dumping black paint all over, like, the bottom half of my face. There's not really much else to it. I don't think it would be very interesting to watch me do Shattered Chica. It's, like, not good makeup, it's just a mess on purpose. So, yeah, like, I'll do Shattered or Glamrock Chica on Sunday, and I did have some people who said they missed it like last Sunday and that they were sad that they missed it, since it was at the time the only one that I had done of Glamrock Chica. So I guess for those people, like, this will be another chance to catch it, and I'll know what I'm doing a lot more this time because, like, last Sunday, not only was it the first time doing the Glamrock Chica like cosplay like that, but I was also using a bunch of makeup products that I had like no clue, like I'd never attempted. So I think this will just overall be a smoother get ready with me because I will actually know what I'm doing now. And then yeah, it's like after I make the Glamrock Chica videos, like then I will just on my own, like it'll probably take me like 30-45 minutes or something like super fast, just like, you know, do what I got to do to switch to Shattered Chica so that I can then make like those parts of the videos or even just a few videos that are just Shattered Chica because there's nothing wrong with that either. So yeah, I think that'll be for next Sunday. Because the thing is, like I said, because the following Sunday I can't stream because of C2E2. So it's like if we want to have any Shattered Chica videos at all before C2E2, it just has to be now. Like this is like our only chance basically before I'm like unable to stream for a while. So yeah, so as boring as it is to do the same cosplay 2 weekends in a row, that's the plan I have in mind is that, like, yeah, I'll be doing another Glamrock Chica Get Ready With Me on Sunday. So, yeah, sometime in the next, like, day or so, I'll, you know, of course, make the thumbnail and get that stream scheduled ahead of time. So, as always, just keep an eye on the community tab. That's where I always end up, like, sharing, the, you know, what the next stream is going to be. And then, yeah, and that'll probably be the last cosplay stream for a while because, like, the Tuesday before, I guess next Tuesday, which will be the last stream before C2E2, I'm probably going to do an art stream. Because, yeah, like, anyone who follows me at C2E2, that's what they're going to want to see. They're going to want to look at my channel and see that I do art stuff, which I do. That's not, like, deceptive of me. Like, I've been trying to do some type of like art stream at least once a week. Yes, sometimes it's this kind of thing just because I had a new cosplay that I was working on, but like in between cosplays especially, like I wanted to have an art stream every week. Like I'm gonna get back to the tablet too, by the way. Like I want to do a bunch of stuff with like tablet art streams. So yeah, that's probably what I would do on Tuesday. So yeah, that's the game plan for now. Glamrock Chica Get Ready With Me on Sunday. Art stream on Tuesday, and then unfortunately I'm gonna disappear for about a week. But I swear it'll be worth it. We'll get a vlog out of it and stuff. But yeah, as long as I have Glamrock Chica and Shattered Chica videos filmed on Sunday, I'll basically have like a stash of them, you know, that I can share while I'm like dealing with C2E2 and stuff. So yeah, that's the plan for now. Yeah. So anyway, we should probably wrap this up. Gonna go since you're finishing up. Yeah, sorry about that, Mike the Fox. Yeah. I mean, the VOD will stay up as always, so for anyone who just got here, you know, don't worry. You can still watch the stream afterwards. It always seems to take YouTube a while these days to get the chat replay back up, unfortunately. So that may not appear for many hours. Sometimes it takes an entire freaking day for them to process it. I don't know why, but other than that, the stream will stay up as always. I should also mention I am behind on rewatching them. I know I say I always rewatch the streams so that I see all of the like comments and stuff that I missed. I am several streams behind just because I have been so busy with like convention prep and cosplay things, but I will catch up, I swear. I always go back and watch the streams. It's just sometimes I don't do it immediately. It might like take a few days or even like sometimes like a week or two. So, but I do go back and watch them. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to go have dinner finally. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining. I see we did get over 100 likes, which is awesome. Thank you for that. I don't know if that's going to stay because YouTube tends to like grab a bunch of them, but hopefully we'll still have 100 likes after YouTube does whatever it is that it always does for some reason. And then, yeah, I will hopefully see some of you for the Get Ready With Me on Sunday, where I will then finally be able to put together what we've been working on here the last couple of streams with Shattered Chica. So yeah, check the community tab. That's where I will let y'all know. And yeah, I will see y'all, or at least some of you, very, very soon. Bye, everyone.